Attention, attention. This is music. Go. Go. Go.
Every day we on the strip pitching them O's. You are now tuning in to Get Live Radio.
Go. 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 It's a party. Everybody hands in the air. This is music. Come on, get down, yeah. It's a party. Everybody hands in the air. This is music.
So,
Welcome.
it's about that time to get up, man.
Welcome to the grid,
I
people.
have to tell myself to get up, you know?
Second episode,
As hard as it is.
bringing it in today.
I see you hit the snooze, but you true a fool if you thinking I'ma fail at what I do. Work with what I got, accumulating brains with tools for fame. They full lay on stage and leotards, but you pay. Life in two shades, aim for the empty space between the ears like a toupee. I parlay, I can make a pirate parlay. Far-fetched to you, but for me it's just a start date. Getting chips like scratching off the guard paint. I'm calling all bases, closing all cases, but the crowd is all hating. I'm black and Caucasian. Whoa, I guess I gotta spit in y'all faces and stomp on y'all's aces. Oh wait, it's Jay's, right? Man, y'all niggas.
Welcome. How y'all doing today?
What's up?
What's up, everybody?
What it do?
We are live here on the Grid Radio tonight, 8 o'clock, Wednesday, the Grid Wednesdays. Go ahead and tweet that for us, the Grid Wednesdays. We're going to go ahead and start our show off today. You know me as Be Educated Black, a.k.a. Brandon. You know that's my real name. To the right of me, I have.
Teddy Bear Cliff, man.
Okay. See, he has his nickname this week. Teddy Bear. He's accepted his nickname this week, people. This is Teddy Bear Cliff. To the left of me, we have.
Shay Shees.
How you doing today, boys?
Doing good.
Fantastic, man. Doing great.
It's true, man. We got a good show headed for y'all today, people. We have the first hour, consisting of all the sports. A lot of good sports topics to talk to you about today. We want everybody to stay tuned in between the sports break and while we transition into the traffic jam hour, which is the second hour of the show. We're going to play our song of the week by the artist of the week. We'll reveal that to you at the end of this hour. Want to go ahead and just tell everybody how y'all doing. Have a good day. Sit back, get ready to pay attention to us boys. Go ahead and break it down for y'all with these sports.
Let's do it.
So, to break into everything, man, it's been a wild week. People lost their jobs. Some people are chilling. But some people really have lost their jobs. There was a coach that lost their job last week. He was only there for a year.
Yeah.
Baseball?
Yeah.
Bobby Valentine lost his job last week. He was coaching for the Boston Red Sox.
Mm-hmm.
Only for a year. He had a terrible record. Went 60-93. If you don't know, baseball players, I think they pay a total of, what is that, 100? It's like 128, somewhere around 128, 135 games a year.
Yeah, somewhere like that.
So if you go 60-93, you're playing at least 3 to 4 games a year.
Yeah.
So that's a real terrible record. That's a lot of times to lose. I don't know about losing 93 times a year. But the Red Sox, they weren't too fond of that, man. They signed him last December 2011. And, they fired him this year, October, 2012. So he was barely there. He didn't even make a year, actually.
It's Boston sports. I think I said that last show. The Boston, I'm showing y'all love. Y'all teams are just sorry now. Just y'all had y'all shine. I give y'all that. Y'all had y'all shine, but it's done. It's
They're
done.
not playing in baseball. They letting you go, boy.
They're not playing.
I know they bad now.
They gave him a year to actually go ahead and make that happen for them. I mean, Boston, they're used to being a really good team, but, they don't win championships like that. Of course, that goes to the New York Yankees. The best team in baseball historically.
Wow.
But I'm just saying, though.
That's what happened when you got the most money in the game.
Yeah.
All your players just want to chill.
They all just want to chill. They want to come to New York and make that money, man. They want to win championships while doing so.
I think they signed Ichiro to a 1-year deal. Didn't even need him. On the team, but that money talked. And just being on the Yankees team, it's just like that's like a guarantee. That's like buying yourself a ring. Close.
It's almost like it's basically like buying yourself a ring.
Yeah.
I mean, but how do y'all feel about that? Like, how do you feel about coaches only being able to coach at their jobs for 1 year? Like, how do you feel about that?
Like on some real, I mean, It depends. You know, it all depends what sport you playing, and you know what team you coaching too. Because you know, like I said, Boston, you know, is known. You know, they're big on their baseball. I mean, so you know, if you can't outperform, you know, right up the jump street, and you do that badly, then you should be gone. But you know, coaches like you know they get you know messed up in these. You know, different kind of teams. They kind of like don't have that justice. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
They need more time to you know develop.
Cheese, what you think about that? You think it's right for coaches to only have their job for 1 year, man?
It depends on what talent they have on that team.
That's true.
Okay.
Like Boston, they got the most talent in baseball probably. Second.
They traded away a lot of their players. They traded away at least 3 or 4-star players to the Dodgers. Yeah, man.
But I think they got like some kind of return out of that. You know, they got younger players and put them in AA teams and AAA teams to get them better. But
I know they saved money.
Yeah,
they saved money for switching off.
But still, though, I don't think no coach should only get 1 year to try to change a team around. 1 year is not good enough.
Exactly.
Nothing you can do in one. I'm saying, there's nothing you can do in 1 year really. There's nothing you can do in 1 year really.
In 1 year?
Yeah, I say I give a coach about 3 years. I'll give a coach about 3 to 4. And if they're still declining after 3 years, if it's declining after 3 years, yeah, you gotta go.
Well, what about this? What about the Marvin Lewis? When Marvin Lewis got sent to Cincinnati Bengals, they wasn't winning, but yet, and they still haven't really won, to be honest, and they still got Marvin Lewis.
You crazy? When Marvin Lewis was there, the Bengals wasn't. He built the Bengals, Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, I give you that.
He built Cincinnati up.
He built Cincinnati up.
They had a squad when Pittsburgh won when Big Ben won his first Super Bowl.
Yeah, because they heard Carson Palmer.
Look, he had a squad.
They had a pretty stacked team. They had Carson on there. Carson before the knee injury. They had Chad Ochocinco in his prime. Right before he went right before he started to concentrate on his career after football.
That's true.
Yeah, but I think football coaching and baseball coaching is different.
That's two different monsters.
I think that
there's a lot more money pumped into baseball, so I can understand the reason.
It's not about the money. It ain't about the money in baseball for that coaching.
Well, I mean, he has more money to work. Depending on the team, I think. Well, this is with every sport, but the Red Sox, they have a good amount of money to spend on players in the offseason.
Yeah.
So like he has the funds. He has the funds to go out and get whoever he wants to get.
But that doesn't, everybody knows in baseball the coach don't get a player. It's the GM.
Yeah.
So you can't put that on the coach, first of all.
So would you put a bad season more on the coach or the GM? This is with any sport. I mean,
the coach.
With team sports.
The GM don't coach the team.
But the GM, don't you have to coach and the GM have to have a good relationship to where, the GM is bringing in the players that the coach needs to make that a championship team?
Not really. A GM could just bring the players and tell the coach, this is what you got to do. Just like with the Dallas Cowboys.
I was about to say that.
Jerry Jones. He brings in those players and tells a coach to coach them. He doesn't. I don't think he goes and acts as a coach. If Jerry Jones wants that player, he's gonna get that player. If the coach likes him or not, and then it's your job to coach him to be the player that you want to be.
Well, okay, going on that sole fact. Look what Al Davis did. Al Davis, Al Davis, he has his rings and everything, but, going into towards, this new kind of game. See, Al Davis was old school in this new kind of game, and his coaches were trying to tell Al Davis, like, let me coach the team. Let me show you that we need different kind of aspects in this new game. But Al Davis was like, no, you know what, I want to coach the way I want to coach. You just, I want to get the players I want to play, and you just coach them. And then all the blame goes down on the coaches. It really matters what your GM does. It really does, because when the GM and the coach don't have that good chemistry, I mean, how are they going to work? They always bickering and arguing all the time.
What does the GM have to do with a coach coaching a player?
What I'm saying, like, the GM.
What does that have to do with him? What does a GM have to do with a coach coaching a player? If you're a coach, you should be able to coach any player.
Right, you're right.
There's nothing to say about it. If I'm a GM and I go get a player, I'm expecting you to coach him to be his full potential.
Okay, but see, coaches go into that. For example, like Dez Bryant, they got a monster over there. He's a beast, but they don't know how to coach him because the coach can't bond with the player, and the coach goes and tells Jerry Jones, it's like, yo, Dez Bryant's a raw talent, he's beast, but I can't coach the kid. But the GM's gonna be like, you know what, I don't care what you can't do, you're gonna learn to coach him. And that kind of messes up, that can mess up, for example, the coach that was coaching Cowboys is killing over there in Houston Texans defense. He was the head coach for the Cowboys, and he's killing over there in their defense.
So you think? So I mean, he's every coach has a right. I mean, the Raiders have done it before.
Rest in peace to Al Davis.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace to
man.
Al Davis, because I mean, that was a different style of football, though. I think
Yeah.
that was a different time in football where a coach. I mean, he was able to do that. I think sometimes you need to let go the reins a little bit, but the GM, like their job is to bring in the funds. I mean, well, not the funds. They have the funds handed to them, but they have to bring in the right players for that coach for any sport to make them go ahead and transition into being the championship team. But the coach has to, in turn, coach those players and make those players be motivated to go out there. Well, they should motivate themselves. They're getting paid millions. But in turn, the coach has to motivate them to want to go out there and put them in the right schemes to win a championship and be that championship team. And then, of course, it's up to the players themselves to want to play. I think in any coach's case, when they do that bad after one season, and there's a lot riding on it where it's their town, like except Boston. Boston's a championship town. So any coach going into Boston, whether it be the Celtics for basketball, whether it be for hockey, whether it be for football with the Patriots, any team, sport in Boston, they're going to be expecting a ring. They want that coach to come in and be
1 year though.
Yeah.
I mean, well, baseball is a little different. I don't know. Baseball, I still think every sport you need time to develop that team chemistry, or for the team to take in like your philosophy, the way you coach, your scheme. But baseball up there, man. Baseball is the sport up there.
Yeah.
I mean, football's been their sport, but the Boston Red Sox have been around for over 100 years.
Way longer than that.
That's their team up there, so they're gonna take it serious with the Red Sox. The management up there, they're gonna want to play. They're gonna want the coach going. I'm pretty sure if Bill Belichick started losing crazy games, well, it'd probably take him 2 seasons, but if he started losing crazy games, they'll be calling for his head too.
Nah.
Especially Doc Rivers too. Over there with the Celtics.
Nah.
His time is coming though.
You think his time is coming?
I'm just saying, man.
I think you had leeway when you're a big name coach like
Yeah.
that. You had leeway.
Mm-hmm.
And
They're not gonna let you go in 1 year. You had one bad season.
If Doc didn't win a ring, they probably would be.
and a
False
championship for a championship town though, that's kind of like.
But still, the 1 year though.
Yeah, that's too much. That's too much. It's too much responsibility in 1 year. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I'm saying some coaches like look at Pete Carroll. He came in a situation where he controls everything with his team. He controls the players he get. He controls how he coaches them, and he controls how much they get paid and everything. And some coaches don't. Some coaches in the league don't have that ability to do that. That's why Pete Carroll. He said he came in the league and left the league and went back to coach for college and said he won't come back to the NFL unless he can get it his way. Because some coaches won't be able to, like, some coaches know they won't be able to coach certain players.
Yeah.
Some coaches know that. Pete Carroll knows everybody's not coachable. And he
Right.
knows he can't coach certain players. So he said to the media he will not come back into the NFL until he gets it his way. Same thing with Jim Harbaugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those coaches came in and then look, they got it their way. They got control of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever goes on. Whatever goes, they say.
I mean, I think it's just a relationship between management and the coach. They have to have a good relationship. Either management's going to be making all the strong head decisions, or the coach is going to have the strong head decisions. There's a lot of cases like that.
Yeah, it is. I do think the coach and the GM do have to have a relationship. At the end of the day, they do need a relationship because the GM should know what kind of kids his coach can coach. At the end of the day, he just can't, like Jerry Jones. You just can't go out there and just get a player. And
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You got a background and all that. Some people can't be coached. I think Des Bryant can be coached. I just think it's the whole team. It ain't just him. I don't think it's just Des Bryant. Des Bryant is a baller. Look, Miles Austin ain't done nothing in a long time.
But yo, it's you know how many people try to coach? Deion Sanders tried to coach Des Bryant. Michael Irvin tried to coach him. I mean, it takes a while.
It's true. The coach thing, the GM, coaches for 1 year, I think every coach in every sport should have more than 1 year, Not 1 year is not enough to put your stamp on a team, put that imprint in there and let them know what it's really about. But definitely, what I'm thinking now, since we already on the topic, we talking about a couple football coaches. You guys seen Drew Brees? Drew Brees set that record this week, for passing touchdowns in football.
Broke Johnny
What do you
Hughes'
feel
record.
about that?
Congratulations to him.
For real though, like seriously, like you gotta realize like where he came from to break that. You feel me?
How long was that record? How long that lasted?
They said since Johnny Unitas broke it,
Man.
Johnny Unitas when did he retire?
I know he passed away in 2002.
Yes.
And like Joe Unitas called Drew Brees and said, "I hope you break this record." 48 consecutive touchdowns, like, and it's been that long since someone's broke it. That's amazing. And where he came from, from a shoulder injury and from playing with the Chargers, and then having Phillip Rivers, being right behind him still balling out, coming all the way here to, the Saints and winning it all, and then breaking records. That's what's up. I give him that, man.
But congratulations to him. But I think it's gonna get broken next year. Watch.
Next year?
Ooh.
Consecutive touchdowns. Who's currently behind him?
Not next year. Soon. It's not gonna last that long like Johnny Unitas did.
Huh.
That stood the test of time. That would mean football's been a different game.
Somebody's gonna want to break that. Tom Brady gonna look at that and be like, "Wait a minute."
But you see, it took Drew Brees 4 years to break it. Also did Johnny Unitas. It took them both 4 years to accomplish that record. So you think Tom Brady still has?
Depending on how much games you play.
Well, this is the list right now.
Tom Brady at 37.
Drew Brees is the number one, of course, with 48 consecutive games with a touchdown. Johnny Unitas, of course, is number two with 47 consecutive games with a touchdown. Tom Brady is number 3 with 37. Brett Favre, 4 with 36. And number 5, Dan Marino with 30 consecutive games with a touchdown.
That's Shane's man right there. And all Hall of Famers, man. It's no question now if Drew Brees get Hall of Fame. All Hall of Famers. That's crazy, man.
Trying to look at these records, man. 47 straight NFL games with a passing touchdown. That's a great feat, man.
But when I'm gonna go back what Shane said though, this league now
is a passing league.
Yeah, and it I don't know who has a streak right now, but you're absolutely right. It might get broken pretty soon.
Pretty soon.
It won't last that long like it lasted.
Yeah.
I tell you who won't break that record. Your boy Mark Sanchez with the New York Jets. Sanchez will not break that record. It is the New York Jets, man. They've just lost another game. I'm saying, do you think it's almost time? Like, it's almost that time for them to pull Mark Sanchez?
No.
Do you think it's around that time? It's week what? Week 6 now? We're going into week 6.
Yeah. No, there's no way. Because let me tell you something. Okay, first of all, New York Jets fans, y'all have no quarterback. Think about that. Yeah, Tim Tebow wins. I give him that. He's a baller. He will find a way to win a game for you guys. But if you really think about that, he's inconsistent. I would rather have Mark Sanchez than Tim Tebow. And when you sit there and say to sit Sanchez.
Yeah.
But what quarterback you gonna have? Tim Tebow? He's not a quarterback.
Tim Tebow is real, man.
Oh, he wins, but he's not a quarterback. He wins game. I give you that, but it's not yet the credit card. We need to. And honestly, Sanchez got stress on him.
Sanchez has stress on him.
Tim Tebow was watching his back every game. He has to worry about that. And think yourself, you're a quarterback. You are a quarterback in the league. You're a sorry quarterback, but you're a quarterback. Yet you got this halfback behind you talking to take your spot.
Nah, look, man. look, man. Tim Tebow, he shouldn't start. Mark Sanchez should be starting. That's his job.
There you go.
He should be. That's what he's doing. He's the QB. But what I do agree with, Tim Tebow should have more plays in the playbook where he gets opportunity to bring that team up.
I mean, because
he is a spark.
Mm-hmm.
He is a spark.
Yeah.
But I don't think he should start though, because that spark cannot last. Just like Mark Sanchez messes up, Tim Tebow's going to do the exact same thing. You have to coordinate the two in order for that team to be good. Look at the 49ers. They got Alex Smith, and then they bring in that young boy Kaepernick, and then he just balls.
That boy's
He don't have no pressure on him, He just got to come in and do his wildcat.
That's all you got to do. You got to make it known.
Let's stop calling the spread option wildcat, because if you're a QB at the spread at wildcat, it's just a spread option. So let's start calling it the spread option.
That is true because, honestly, you can call Tim Tebow a wildcat.
No. You can call it the spread option.
He's a halfback.
You can call it the spread option.
He's a halfback.
All right, Tim Tebow. Man.
I think he provides any team that's going to have him with the competitive spark that you would want to see your QB show and do the whole game. When obviously Mark Sanchez comes in there, it's dry. Everybody's waiting for him to mess up already. He has that pressure on him. He should be wanting the ball right now because of that. That should turn into balling. Like everybody on his back in New York.
He has too much pressure.
Tim Tebow come in the game. You hear the fans?
Because that's what he do.
Look. Tebow get hype. I see it through the screens. I want to go hit somebody right then and there. I want to go hit somebody when Tebow come in the game. Like, It get me pumped.
You know what it is though? What it is though? You know why Tim Tebow has no pressure behind him? The reason why they pressure Mark Sanchez is what Shane said. He's a quarterback. He's a starting quarterback. Tim Tebow comes in and is like, oh, they know I can't throw. So if I mess up, it's whatever.
Nah, but Tim Tebow, he wants to win. That's what I like about Tim Tebow. He nothing lets him down. He'll throw incomplete pass, go right out there and throw a TD.
Yeah, that's true.
He'll fumble the ball, go back out there and run somebody over. Like you need that in the game. That's what they did. Like Joe McKnight starting the ball for them, and then if you put Tim Tebow with that and you open that up, you open that offense up, the Jets will be a crazy team.
I'm saying, like you put Cromartie at that receiver. Sometimes you see him make that outside the broadcast.
You styling now.
We don't need all that.
You styling now.
He's better than all of their receivers right now.
But look at Miami. They balling without receivers. They balling without good.
Hey, don't discount Hartline. Hartline been balling 200 yards.
He's a no name.
That's no name.
Well, he's making a name for himself with 200 receiving yards.
That's what I'm saying. That's what the Jets need.
Games.
They need one of them young receivers to step up. That's all. They just need one of them young receivers to step up.
I think all in all, people like Tebow, man, because he gives them that spark. He shows people that there's willingness to fight. You don't always have to be, the main man. Like he's the main man with his status as far as people looking at him. But he's kind of like a heavyweight boxer, man. He wants to be that underdog. He wants to come out punching. He wants to throw punches. Matter of fact, who's not throwing punches right now? Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. Ooh. It's like a year later. We still waiting for this fight. Look, it's like almost a year and a half now. We still waiting for this fight to happen.
It's been a little minute.
Oh my gosh! Why y'all boys think they not fighting?
You know what's happening. It's gonna be a repeat of when John Jones and Hopkins was supposed to fight. That was supposed to be the fight of the year. Everybody was waiting for Bernard Hopkins and Jones to fight, and it never happened. We actually run a chance of us never seeing this fight. We really do, and that's ball because this sport does make its money, but it's slacking. And this could be your big boom because that's the fight everybody waiting for. That is the fight. See Manny gonna get his ass whooped.
Would you agree that that's gonna be like the last? That's gonna be like the last great fight of boxing. That would be the last great fight of boxing.
Yeah.
Nah, it's always somebody that's gonna come along in a sport and bring the sport back to life. Like Floyd Mayweather brought boxing back. It's always gonna be somebody to bring the sport back. But it won't be another Floyd, no. But there will be something to bring boxing back. But I don't know about boxing because UFC is just
UFC's taking over the reins, man. That's what I'm saying. Like UFC is definitely taking over the reins.
But the real reason we won't see Floyd and Manny is because Manny he on them stairs. He on something. That nigga on something.
But okay, Manny Pacquiao had got on First Take recently and said that he'll take the test the day before the fight. He doesn't care. He's applying to all Floyd's demands. I think that was just for the media, so he don't look like no punk.
Right.
He was just giving them an answer, but he said it on TV, national TV. Or else he would be a liar. And to everybody's eyes. But he said he'll do whatever it takes to make that fight happen.
Did he also say he was soft?
No, he didn't say he was soft.
Because he just coming on. He just lost, man.
Personally, that brother, I think he would lose to Floyd. A lot of people think differently, but we can't see that fight right now. It's not happening.
It's not gonna happen.
You know what's gonna happen?
What's up?
UFC fighting this weekend.
Hey, definitely. My boy Silva going down. Yep. That's gonna be crazy, man.
I'm gonna be at Hooters.
You gonna be at Hooters watching that fight?
Yeah, I'm gonna be at Hooters.
Who you like in that fight this weekend between Silva?
Seriously?
And Bonner?
Silva, man. Because to be honest, I want Silva to win only so we can see later on, and GSP to win so we can see that fight right there.
Okay, join St. Pierre. We're gonna see that fight.
Man, I want to see that fight so bad. Like that's what everybody's waiting for. But it's crazy because Silva, I think he's 185 pounds. Bonner is 205. So Silva is actually gaining the weight to go fight Bonner. He actually gained weight to go fight him. So he's fighting out of his weight class. By the way, Silva dominates weight class anyway, though. So
Bonner said, man, I'm stepping up. I'm about to step up, become a big boy, get in this weight class and take down Silva. Oh, no, Silva's stepping up. Silva's stepping up. Okay.
And, you thinking like, what's that? That's not a lot of weight gain, but you got to realize that's body muscle and mass that you got to gain there. Silva can't turn all that muscle, all that fat he just got into muscle. Bonner already has that 205 muscle. So when you see it, when y'all see the fight Saturday, watch how bigger Bonner is than Silva.
How bigger he is?
He's going to be bigger than him.
Well, see, he might be a little faster with the hands now that he lost some weight.
True.
They be elbowing, man. They get to kneeing and UFC.
Too lanky.
I think that's why boxing dies. That's really dying, man. UFC, it's just crazy. It's just real violent. Like you see men like fight like animals.
You want to see
using
somebody
whatever.
get dropped. quick.
Brothers be in there kicking, punching, clawing.
Another thing is that people don't realize this, and y'all gonna go ham on me on Twitter, but it's safer too.
It's safer.
Yes, you gotta realize in boxing you have 8-pound you have 8-pound gloves. You have 8-pound, your gloves are heavy. So you bring all that power with plus the 8 pounds on the side of it.
Bruh, it can't be safer. I be seeing guys. Look, 8 pounds, 8 ounces. Dudes getting kneed in the face in that, like.
But that hurt. No, but that hurts
Niggas
though.
getting dropped by shins.
Dudes they dropping people's elbows on them, man. Like for real. Like
But without
it's really
the protective padding, you feel that. You still feel those punches. Yeah, I can dig you in it, but if I got a glove on, I could punch a tree for hours. If I just got these little padded gloves, I can punch for so long.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can keep going and
no
going.
way it's safer,
Nah,
bro. You ain't finna convince me. You ain't finna convince me. Niggas be getting choked out.
Look at Muhammad Ali.
You be getting slammed on their neck.
Yes, man.
come on,
All
man.
types of craziness. The
Tripping.
madness is crazy.
telling
The
you,
violence is crazy.
In boxing, that's just straight hands, boy.
Straight hands.
Straight
But-
hands, boy.
Okay, but
With gloves.
the brain damages they get from that and stuff like that.
UFC ain't been
Long-
it
okay,
ain't been
that's true.
in
That's
that
true.
long, so
UFC
you don't know yet if that's gonna come along later on down the road.
UFC has been like mainstream, I would say, probably since like start picking up mainstream era, probably like 05, 06.
Yeah, that's about right.
It hasn't
That's
been
when I
around
started
that
paying attention to
long.
it. It
Okay.
hasn't been around as a sport long enough for them to
Yeah,
have
when people like
documents on somebody having a brain injury from UFC. It's gonna be some brain injuries. It's gonna be some shattered eyes, some shattered bones. There's a lot of shattered bones coming from that. It's dangerous, man. Them boys out there violent. Shout out to all the UFC fighters. You doing something I won't do, I play football. I hit you with the pads on, but that's it. If I got a box with you, got to settle a dispute. We could do that. We could throw hands too. But UFC fighting, no.
I ain't with
That's
that
what I'm
kicking
crazy.
and all that.
I'm not with them legs. You start kicking, start getting in that Muay Thai. You start doing some crazy stuff. I'm not with it, man. I'm
Nobody
really
gonna
not.
choke me out, man. I ain't with that.
How you dead on the?
Nah.
You sleep like.
Niggas be sleep,
I ain't
finna
gonna
wake
lie.
up and be like, what? Nah,
Falling asleep on there.
I can't do that. Nah.
I'm saying, you know who gonna be asleep though? Somebody might get knocked out in prison. Hey, look, man, RIP to Jerry Sandusky. I'm gonna go ahead and say that already. He's not really dead, people, but he's going to prison for a long time.
30 years?
68-year-old man going to prison for 30 years. 30 years.
He might survive for y'all haters out there. You never know. He might survive in that bitch for real and come out. Yeah,
Oh,
I
y'all
did
who
my
think I
time.
ain't gonna make it?
Watch, he gonna be on his own Joe Paterno in there. Watch,
Man.
Nah,
He
bro.
might get tore up in
and he
prison,
was
man.
molesting little boys too.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah,
That's
he's gonna-
over.
45 counts. Guilty on 45 counts. That's
over.
crazy.
Rest in
over.
peace to him.
I'm just saying that, after Joe Paterno got fired, he didn't die too long afterwards. Football kept him alive, Maybe, what he was doing in his life, living his life, kept him alive.
No.
He's 60 years old. He's gonna die in prison. I'm sorry. RIP to your brother, but like I'm saying, that's
This-
some real serious business. That's a real serious account though, what he did, man, with them kids.
This killed him. This killed Paterno. I swear to you.
This is killing Penn State.
Yeah, it's killing Penn State. It is. Because that man literally was Penn State, man. LeVar Arrington said it, man. Like, he brought everything to that school. You know what I'm saying? And then, honestly, I know he was sick already, but you realize you take a passion from something from somebody, this body's gonna let go. It's gonna give it. It's just gonna give. It's gonna give. Yeah, I think that man could have played at least live 4 more years, and coach 4 more years.
I think he would have lived forever.
Man, he was getting hurt on them sidelines. Joe Paterno.
I think he would have lived forever. I think he'll live forever.
Honestly,
up.
I don't know, man. He was starting to get injured on the sidelines.
Yeah.
It was been, last couple of seasons, players been
That's what I'm
falling to him
saying.
on the
He been-
games.
he
He
been
broke his
surviving
leg.
that.
What is he like 70 and some change?
Yo,
Like, he's
Joe
old.
Paterno got his leg taken out at like 2 seasons ago on the sideline. Bad hit on the sidelines. He can't be on them trenches no more, man.
And had the Kane came out there like I think a couple weeks later with canes and crutches and still coached the team. What?
That's what I'm
Boys,
saying.
get out there.
He was 80-something,
He
getting hurt and coming back and coaching, man. He would have lived forever.
He loved it. He
Yeah,
loved
man.
football. It
As
really
long
did
as
keep
he
him
was
alive.
coaching, he would have lived forever.
Yeah, I give it that.
People would have been blowed.
Since he was with them since the 60s. He done seen 4 or 5 different decades with one school in one town in Penn
Man.
State, Pennsylvania.
They got a statue. When they start building statues of you somewhere, I mean, you mean a lot to someone.
You know something's
And he's
weird
still
about
alive.
something's weird about Penn State when the town is called Happy Town. What is it called? It's called Happyville. I'm gonna get the correct name. It's something with Happy though. You know, that's kind of weird. You know that all that's going on. They in Happy Town.
And they raping little boys.
You might not want to move to a place called Happy Town if you hear it.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
I'm trying to say it's definitely serious.
Straight up.
People going to school up there. You know, people leaving the school because of what went on. Athletes leaving the school because you know they want to go play football and they want to play in the top games. They want to be in those bowl games, national championships. A lot of players, that's what it's really about for them, going to school and just going to school to play their sport. This week, recently though, we had a player in NCAA, in the D1 college football team for Ohio State by the name of Cardale Jones, number 12. Look, this guy is the third string backup QB, but this man made a statement and said, "Why do we go to class? We only come to these schools to play football. There's no way we could play class. We go to class and play football." And this was all on the tweet. The tweet had been deleted and everything off his Twitter account, and his Twitter has been deleted. But Cardale Jones, number 3, the third string QB for the Ohio State football team, the Ohio State football Buckeyes, said this statement. How do you feel? How do y'all feel about that? Y'all think D1 athletes? You think they should have to go to class? You think they should have to go to school?
Now listen, this man if he was third string saying this, man. Third string.
The third string QB.
Shut your mouth.
State. Damn, I should have been a third string.
Life must be good in Columbus for him to say that.
Yeah, for him to be third string saying that he don't go to class. That's why he third string.
Yeah.
He ain't taking nothing serious. That's why he on the bench.
And to be honest, like you gotta realize, man, athletes, man, you go to these top schools, man, like for real, like ball out, but you get your damn education. I mean, you there. You getting paid to play ball. You ain't gotta spend nothing. You getting paid to play ball.
But what I don't understand is how do they the only thing I don't understand is how do they have time to go to class?
That's true.
When do they go to class? That's all I'm saying is when do they go to class?
If you play for a top program in D1 football, you're traveling at least 5 games. At least 5 games you're traveling for the regular season. If you guys are gonna go to a bowl game afterwards, the championship game, then you have at least 2 games left. You have the championship if your conference has a championship game, and then if you win the championship game, you're a top contender. You got a bowl game or the national championship. Soon they're gonna start the playoffs, so that's gonna take a little longer.
Whoa.
But these football players, even me being a regular student, I know how hard it is to go to work full time, go to class full time, and then just have a life on top of that. So imagine during the season, being in season, there's no way that they have 2 practices a day, have to go to film study, have to work out in between that time too, because they have to work out. When you sign that D1 contract, that Division I, that scholarship, you are that school's boy. You have to go and do everything they tell you to do. But there's no way they have time for class, man.
Check. This is what they do, though. This is what they do. One of my boys who plays for Denver Broncos, Danny Trevathan, pretty much telling everybody they did. He came from Kentucky. He was one of the top tackles. But this is what they do. You get all these tutors. They travel with you. They get you tests. Mm-hmm. All your classes are picked for you, hand picked for you, so you can stay in school. That's how they do it. They take these. Think about it. All these football players or all the baseball players, what they go do? They do broadcasting. They do what we do right now. So their classes are hand picked for them, told what to do. Then they have all this money where all the tutors hop on the bus. Now to us, like you think and then it's Ohio State, so they got money to do that, for all that. So you always getting tutored, practice, tutored, pass the test, and don't think the star athletes, and those teachers that teaching the star athletes ain't be like, hey, I think you need an A today. Think about that too.
Nah.
I don't know, man. It's a little more. The times have changed a little bit with the passing athletes, but still, though, if you're at a top D1 program, I can't see somebody at USC being enough starting running back. Having to tell, not telling the teacher, man, look, we have a big game this Friday. We're gonna leave early on Thursday to go out there. I didn't do my paper, but I'm pretty sure they had somebody write that paper for them. There's 1,000-word essays, 5,000-word essays, depending on what you study. Some of these players actually go to school to actually get their degree.
Yeah.
So some of them are actually taking real intense classes and playing D1 football at the same time. I think it's intense. I don't know how they have time to go to class also, but that's what they're doing right now. But I'm gonna tell you guys, staying you Division I athletes that are in football, stay in school and get your degree.
Man, get that.
Have a real fun fact for you. Only 1.6% of NCAA Division I college football athletes go to play on in the NFL. And then if you didn't watch the Broke documentary last week,
We was just talking about that.
the average NFL career is 3.5 years. So, if you're not backing something else up for that time, you're going to school to get that degree.
Man, that's the old average, man.
Hey, no, it's still the same
still-
average. It's still the same average.
Who averaging 3 years?
Who's average? A lot of people are. You can't think about the players that made it big because they're gonna have a longer career. But you have to think about there's backups, there's third strings, there's second strings.
You gotta realize during the draft, you draft 255 kids to play ball. I guarantee you that 245 pick is not playing ball anymore.
It's a good
You
chance.
said
man.
what?
The 245 pick of 2010 may not be playing.
You sleep, man. That's them sleepers. Them late rounders is them sleepers.
They're the sleepers,
True.
but they don't always pan out. Not everybody goes to the league and pan out. There's star players that go to the league and pan out. So I can see a player that didn't have that great of a college career, barely getting drafted or signing as a free agent out of college because you didn't get drafted as an undrafted rookie. Only lasting only so much years.
But why would you go into the draft if you not?
People come out their senior year still. You go into the draft to try to get drafted. Only 255 players are picked. There's a lot of
If you know
rookies.
you're not balling, why go into the draft? If you know
Well,
you're not balling,
Well, think about it. Jamarcus Russell, balling. Where's he at now?
he had more than 3. He played for more than 3 years.
No, but what I'm saying is- Okay. For example, you get these star players that balling and go to the draft. Not everybody gets picked in the draft. There's so many kids that come out as seniors that don't get picked up and go and be awesome free agents too as well. I get what you're saying, but some of these kids, aren't going to pan out. They could be first round picks and not pan out. So why not go ahead and get that GED? I mean, not GED. I'm sorry, get that BA. Because it's going to benefit you in the longer run. It really is.
I'm saying Jamarcus Russell.
4 years.
First year, he was drafted in 2007. The last game played was for the Oakland Raiders in 2009. 3 years.
He had
3 seasons.
3 seasons, junior.
3
Boom.
seasons.
And he
First number 1 draft pick. Yeah,
And-
now imagine players that don't have that name and that status he had
But
coming
why he
up.
don't play no more though?
Because of
he
his work
wasn't-
ethic. But there's a lot of players that get in the league. If you watch Broke, it explains
he
some of
got-
the players
he got
get in the
arrested.
league and their thing is to be a star instead of
He got
some people are.
arrested for that codeine, man.
All right, man. But there's a lot of players that get caught up
He was
in.
making
Adam
big
Pac-Man
moves.
Jones has had countless times he's been arrested, and he's still playing to this
Yeah.
day.
He's a baller.
All right, so he's
kids-
not Jamarcus Russell as a baller.
That's a
He
defense,
wasn't
that's
balling.
a defensive player. You can't compare defensive players.
You can compare. You can
we can
compare
go-
defense with offense.
Nah.
man. When
We
it
can
comes
go-
to this being an athlete
No
period, you
way.
can compare
Shay,
that.
Shay, you play defense in high school?
Yeah.
I could tell because he was like, that's a demon. Nah.
I'm trying to tell you, look, but kids, you go to a D1 school, only 1.6% go on to play pro football. So stay in school and get your degree. But, something else that was big, man that got his degree, made one of the best offenses ever, the triangle offense in basketball, Phil Jackson. He had something interesting to say this week. Phil Jackson had actually mentioned that LeBron James could pass Michael Jordan as being the greatest player of all time. What y'all think about that?
Pretty. Come on, son. Come on.
I don't even want to talk about LeBron, man. LeBron is,
Honestly, I'm with Shane on this one.
I don't want to talk about LeBron.
Don't compare LeBron and Jordan ever.
yeah, man.
You really can't. Okay, now here's an argument that everybody can get
LeBron
into.
cried too much for me, dog. He
It's a
cried
pain.
way too much, dog.
So
And
you
then-
don't, you don't think he has the potential to be better?
He's doing
Jordan?
better now. He's his stats
We
wise on
can't
paper.
even. He's not better than Kobe, man. And y'all trying to compare him to Jordan.
Is it too early to say to compare him to Jordan?
Way too early. Way too early.
Some people say that he should be more compared to Magic Johnson because that's the type of player he is.
Yeah.
He's not really like
I
MJ.
compare him to Magic.
You won't
know.
compare him to MJ?
Well,
Nah.
honestly, y'all gonna this one crazy. If Magic Johnson get the age, like he could have been the big greatest player to play basketball. You gotta realize that too. I wouldn't compare him to Magic Johnson. I mean, I'm just saying, like he's a beast, like that, and LeBron is doing better than Jordan in stats wise. Everything that Jordan was doing at LeBron's age. LeBron is doing that and better. I give you that, but don't.
Stop saying stat-wise.
I agree. No, I agree.
Well, look, Jordan won his first championship ring at the age of 27. LeBron has done the same thing, and I feel like it's too early to tell. It's still too early to tell.
Way too early.
First ring.
What Shane said, you can't get him over you can't even say Kobe Bryant yet.
So do you want to say everyone's living in the moment of LeBron just winning his first ring and they're taking it too serious?
Too hype.
They're getting too hype for it.
Miami, calm down.
Too hype for it.
Relax yourself. When y'all beat the Lakers, let me know.
Well, you see, he promised when he came in there, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5.
Who not going to say
LeBron,
that, though? No, seriously,
for real.
who's not going to say that? People get hung up on that and say he was cocky. Who's going to be like him? Like, oh, I'm only here to win 3 wins.
We only good enough to win 1 ring,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? Like, they crazy.
A lot of that is with management too, what we were talking about earlier. But it also depends on the players.
Shout out to LeBron, though, man.
Shout out to LeBron and the Heat winning their ring. The NBA season is starting up soon. We are in preseason right now for that.
You ain't no MJ, though. Shit lie.
I want to say go Mavericks.
He can't even beat Kobe.
He can't beat Kobe?
No. Kobe be sizing him.
Oh, wait.
I don't know.
Whenever they play, Kobe be sizing him.
If somebody has anything to say about this, you can call in at 727-597-4022, or you can hit the text line at 813-405-6971. So he sizes him, and he's not better than Kobe. At least you saying so he's the second. He's ranked as the number 1 player in the preseason polls.
He is.
So what is he, the number 2?
Who?
Behind Kobe then?
Yeah.
Because Kevin Durant was in the
he's
top.
not even number 2.
He's not even number 2.
Nah. My boy,
Where would you put LeBron at?
My boy KD finna come take that number 2 spot.
We're gonna go ahead and take this caller real quick. The Grid Radio caller, what's your name? What's up, man? How you doing today, man?
What this is, Fatty?
Thank you. Thank you.
Why not, Fetty? Because Kobe's lost his hype.
No, man. You crazy.
Kobe will never lose his hype.
You tripping.
Look, I'm saying not the hype as far as like his playing skills, but LeBron has the eye of the people right now. So they're going to go with the next big thing, which is supposed to be LeBron.
But listen what he just said.
That's entertainment, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's an entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Ooh.
That's Kobe attitude. People don't like Kobe attitude. That's why.
And
I know. And that's why I compare Kobe to MJ. He wanted too bad, man. LeBron just be like, eh.
It's true.
When I lose, he lose.
I think I've seen I think I've seen LeBron go to the refs more than Kobe has.
Yeah.
LeBron goes to the refs like, "What you doing, man? He touched you,
Nah,
LeBron."
Kobe be going ham on the refs.
He better hit the refs.
Kobe be watching.
Kobe was the
bought the
biggest
book.
crier between 2000 2010, man. He was the biggest crier.
Nah, because Kobe be getting fouled for real, though. Real nigga. Man, Kobe be bumping. Man, come on. Kobe used to bump niggas on the court. You ain't seen LeBron do that yet. People be sizing him. LeBron
It's a
away.
different game.
LeBron walk away.
It's a different game. He just started playing in the paint. Durant getting in the paint just a little bit. He really
KD, man. KD coming over for LeBron. It's only his 5th year, 6th year.
He's 24 too. He's younger too.
All right, Fetty, we appreciate the call, man. We're gonna go ahead and let you go get back to this convo, man.
Shout out to Fetty.
Shout out to you.
Appreciate
man.
it, bro.
Shout out to William, man. But I'm saying, like you said, Kobe just don't get that respect.
I want to touch what he said too. Like, y'all need to relax yourself. Miami, relax yourself. Do you see what's happening over in the West right now? Are you serious? Now, I ain't no rider because I'm a Mavs fan and I ain't got nothing to look forward to. But I'm just saying, like, what the Lakers about to come out with, yeah, everybody's old, but once they get that chemistry going, I mean, that's a monster. That's a 5-starter monster.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this about the Lakers. The Lakers were a hot team 5 years ago. Not literally their team. I'm talking about their squad.
Oh,
like,
yeah. And then they just
their
added
squad. I'm like, yo, this squad was raw 5 years ago. That's what I mean. Like the squad that they have now, minus Dwight Howard, they're starting 5. They were raw 5 years ago.
Okay, but Okay, so you
Like if this was 5 years ago, I would have been like, man.
wildin'. So you saying?
So I'm saying they were raw 5 years ago. I'm saying they're past their prime, and I'm saying they're old.
Hold on, I got.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't even.
You can turn to the side.
No, hold up.
No. I'm not saying literally 5 years ago the Lakers squad is right. The current starting five that they have right now.
Right.
You know, Steve Nash, Kobe
Boom.
Bryant, Meta World Peace. That's his name right now. Meta World Peace.
Man, I'll beat
and
your
Ginobili. I mean, not Ginobili. I mean, Gasol. And Dwight Howard. I'm saying that squad 5 years ago was beast.
So it's not. So you saying? Oh my God. So you saying that don't age make you better anyway?
It makes you better, but if you can't play at the level of these young boys, you're not really gonna be doing too much. Look what happened in the short plan. You gotta look. You really have to look at the Spurs and the Celtics of last year.
They got.
It was a shortened season. It was a shortened season, so they had more time to rest. They didn't come in the full swing till halfway. They had the All-Star game at the regular time they did. But the season was shortened, and when they got in the playoffs where they had to play those constant games against the teams, these young boys, they couldn't stand. They couldn't make it through. They couldn't make it through. They got tired.
Who's old on their team like that though?
The starting five minus Dwight Howard.
You talking about Spurs and?
I'm talking about the Lakers right now. I'm talking about the Spurs.
Kobe can.
You ain't gotta worry about Kobe.
Look, man, I'm just trying to go ahead and
You
knock
gotta worry
Kobe off
about
early.
Steve Nash.
I'm trying to knock Kobe off early.
The only person you gotta worry about is I don't even know. Ron
Artest could bump it through.
You gotta hope he don't get suspended.
Okay. The brother, we got a text in. He said the brother with the hat is tripping. LeBron will land his hairline on Kobe any day. LeBron just starting to take over. It's still a young player. Heat Nation.
Oh God, please no Heat Nation tag. Come on.
He said he'll land on Kobe's hairline any day.
Who got the worst hairline, bro? What you mean? What you
He
mean?
said he'll land on his hairline any day. Kobe don't even have hair no more. He got a baldy. Kobe just went ahead and said, man, I'm not going to try it no more. Kobe used to have a fro back in the day, man.
Yeah, Kobe old right now. He'll turn up on LeBron if he have to, for real. He will turn up on LeBron. I'm trying to tell you.
Speaking about Kobe Bryant, it's been some news. He just went ahead and said and stated to the media lately that, Kobe says he thinks he's going to retire at the 2013-2014 NBA season when his contract retires. Do y'all think that's true? You think he's really serious?
Shame. What your main man Brett Favre said? He was a retired and he came back like 4 or 5 times, right? When you a baller and you ball and you play and you have a passion for the game, you say those kind of things, but you don't do it. Ed Reed said he's going to retire 3 times last year and still came back and balled. He say that now because he feel that way, but once he say they going to start winning. Once they start winning and start playing, I mean, and he get that new contract and he as old as he is, he can be like, damn, I think I can.
If he wins, he's gone. If he wins a title this year, he's gone.
Yeah, if he wins a title this year, I don't know,
man.
That's why people stay. That's why Brett Favre stayed. I mean, Brett Favre had a title, but you want one more. Brett Favre want one more. Ed Reed don't got a title. That's why Ed Reed is coming back.
He's
players come up out of retirement trying to win a ring. Recently, Rasheed Wallace just signed a 1-year contract with the New York Knicks. I think that's partly because he needs money too. But on top of that, he's only won one ring with the Detroit Pistons, and once you get that itch, you want it again. You want to scratch it again. So,
but Kobe don't really have that. How many rings does Kobe have? Kobe has enough rings, but he don't have an itch.
Kobe has 5 rings.
Okay, he doesn't have.
But he wants that itch to be compared. He doesn't want to be compared to Jordan.
More than Jordan.
He wins that 6th ring, he's gonna stay for a 7th ring, and he's gonna chase that 7th ring like there's no tomorrow. Because then, if Kobe gets the 7 rings, if and only if it's not happening, you would have to hands down say he's the best player in basketball. Not compared to Bill Russell, who's won 11 championships, but that was a different era of basketball. The different era before big men really came into the game and started playing strong. But
if that happens, every time you mention Jordan, Kobe Bryant will have to follow. It would have to.
Kobe would have to follow right after if Kobe wins that 6th ring.
Yeah.
But he still won't be the best player ever if he wins that 6th ring. It won't happen, man.
Nah, it won't.
Speaking of coaches who are not going to win a championship ring anytime soon, not trying to make any jokes in light of the situation, but the head coach for the Indianapolis Colts, Chuck Pagano.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to that brother. Condolences to his not condolences, but the best wishes to him and his family. He's suffering leukemia right now. The Colts went ahead and put out a big win against the Green Bay Packers this weekend.
Yeah, man. And honestly, that's one of probably one of the hard wins of the season for real. I'm rocking the pink today to show my support. For breast cancer awareness month and everything. Cancer's crazy, man.
Yeah.
And they went out there and balled and beat Green Bay at that. I mean, Green Bay ain't got no defense.
Green Bay let them win, man.
Green Bay let them win.
You think they let him win?
Yeah.
For the coach?
Yeah. Look at that game. Go back and look at that game. They was balling on them. They was blowing them out. At half. They was up by 17.
The end of score was 30-22, right? Or 28-22.
No, it was like they won by a field goal.
They won. Yeah, they won.
20, it was like 27-30 or something like that.
I don't.
I'm trying to say like
y'all
honestly,
say what y'all want to say. I'm say Green Bay let them win, man.
Are you a
You
Green Bay
think
fan?
Green Bay
Other
honestly let them
circumstances.
win, man?
Yeah,
You a Packer fan?
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. If they were having the Ravens, I'd be like, yo, come on now. Because Chuck used to coach for the Ravens, so you know what I'm saying. But
That's why I got Green Bay. That's why I got Indianapolis and the Jets in the top 5 games of the week.
I'm saying we should go ahead and get on this top 5. We have the top 5 NFL games of the week for you, because NFL is the biggest sport in right now. Holds
Don't
it
hate.
down. It is America's sport. Sorry, you baseball fans out there, but NFL brings in the most ratings, sells the most merchandise. It's just that real. But let's get into the top 5 games this week. First of all, y'all fellas said you think Dallas versus Baltimore is one of the top 5 games this week. Tell me what you think on that. What you think on that game?
man,
It's gonna turn out.
y'all gonna find me at the lodge, whatever. I'll be drinking my drink, and I'm telling you, all y'all mop ass Cowboys fans, y'all want to come up there and see me? What's up? It's going down. Y'all about to get y'all at.
Oh, and
But
quick
what?
hit. The Colts did win 30-27. It was a 3-point game by a field goal.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, but yeah.
Baltimore Ravens.
You like the Baltimore Ravens over Dallas?
Yeah, I got them coming out the W.
True.
Out with the W.
If we struggle against the Chiefs, though, ooh, it's bad.
Played an ugly game against the
Ooh,
Chiefs.
it's bad.
I can't
That
say
helped
nothing.
the
else.
Ravens out though. That ugly game helped the Ravens.
Yeah,
out.
and plus we were coming off a break too. But yeah,
It's true. It's true. So you both take Baltimore in that game versus
Yeah.
Dallas.
definitely.
I take Baltimore too because Dallas they're just sloppy and they're in NFC East. My favorite team, of course, is Philadelphia Eagles. I don't ever cheer for Dallas Cowboys. You guys are garbage. All right, next team. Next game you guys start with the game of the week is Green Bay versus Houston.
Yes, sir.
Houston is 5-0
Yeah.
coming off of that big win against the Jets this week in New York.
This is either gonna show if Houston, Texas is the truth, or if Green Bay really let Indy beat them last week.
Okay.
I have nothing to say. I think Shane said it all right there. This
You
Houston,
think it's a testing game for Houston to show if they're
Man,
really that real?
because I
They're
still
really.
don't believe they real, bro. I
You don't
really
think they're
don't.
real?
I don't, man. I
Look
really
how
don't.
much times Arian Foster ran that ball against the Jets.
He was
man.
toting the
That's-
rock
that-
against the Jets,
He
man.
gonna get hurt by by the time the playoffs starts. There's no way somebody
I
can run the
think
ball that
honestly,
much.
I
Yeah.
think his legs are already starting to show the toe
Something gonna happen
because
to him.
he's never really been a fast back, but he's looking a lot slower.
So who you picking? Who you picking for this one?
I'm picking Green Bay.
You picking Green Bay?
Yeah.
What about you, Cliff?
Can I go undecided? Because honestly, I don't know if Houston for real and Green Bay don't have no defense.
Man, you gotta pick what
All
you
right,
want to do.
all right. I'm gonna go Green Bay because I just don't think Houston's for real.
So you gonna go with Green Bay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull out Houston and say that they might win this game this week against Green Bay. I think they're gonna show everybody that hey, we are for real, and let you know the game is in Houston, in the Texas Dome. We'll be rocking.
I'm gonna let
We'll
you
see.
know if they run the ball. If Arian Foster run the ball 40 times, he leaving the game hurt, kid. That's real.
Right.
Okay. The third game of the week we have here. We got the Indianapolis Colts versus the New York Jets. So what y'all fellas think about that game right there?
This is to test Andrew Luck.
Right.
This will be if Andrew Luck get this game. If Andrew Luck beat Green Bay Packers and then come and beat the Jets, this will spark that team. This will spark the Indianapolis Colts.
And with their coach being gone too, this would set them on point and see if they can actually do their thing. And Sanchez,
Yeah, the Jets need a win.
you need this win bad, bruh. They about to put a halfback in your quarterback spot, bruh. You need to win this
It's
game
not
bad.
Sanchez don't need to win. The team needs this win.
True.
Team, this is
The
win.
Jets need this win. The whole Jets team need this.
The whole
win.
Jets needs this win. So who do you think's gonna win this game?
I will never vote for Indianapolis Jets.
Jets. Teddy
Jets.
Bear Cliff Tidwell is taking the Jets.
Taking it too.
I'm going with that young boy Andrew Luck.
Going with Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
Shane Shees is going with Andrew Luck and the Colts. I'm going to go ahead, because I think if the Jets put Tebow in, they're going to win. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Jets this week against the Colts because, I thought that was a fluke win. by the Indianapolis Colts last week against the Green
Wow,
Bay
y'all-
Packers. So, you know,
y'all
I'm going to go ahead and take New
crazy.
York.
You think the NFL would do that? Oh, he has cancer. It's breast cancer. Where
No. I don't think that win was real. Like, you know, I still think Andrew Luck
Oh,
has to
okay.
face
Okay,
test.
okay.
That hasn't had to do with it being a fluke. I just
I'm
think
about
it was
to
a
say.
fluke win. You know, some teams win big sometimes, any given Sunday.
That's true.
Yes, you know. The fourth game of the week we have here is 49ers versus the New York Giants.
Ooh.
It is at the 49ers field. They will be playing at home. What do y'all boys think about that? Who's taking that?
Put a star on that one. Put a star. That's a
Put
big
an asterisk
game.
on that one?
That's a big game.
Yo,
man.
Game of the week.
That's
Very
definitely
big game.
of the
It's going to
week.
be either a lot of defense or a lot of offense.
True. And honestly, like I said, Alex Smith.
It's gonna be a lot of offense.
Yes, it is, man. Alex Smith. I think they demolished the team last week. They scored like 52 points. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but if we can look at the stats, they balled out on the team, San Francisco. But here's my
I think
thing.
it was.
What
I
was the
think they
score?
played the Bills.
Yeah, and they balled out on the Bills. But here's my thing.
Come on, man, the Bills.
Kaepernick is right behind you, Alex Smith. Be careful.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna go with Eli and them G man.
Ooh.
This gonna show you why Eli say he want to be a part of. Eli always shows up in big games.
That's true.
He
Yes.
always shows up in big games.
That's true.
Now this is gonna see if, like your boy Rico said, he think the 49ers got the best defense. Eli finna show you that they weak. And he's finna come out there and throw for. He gonna come out there and throw for like 3 TDs, 300, easy. Eli, man, he a part of the elite. I don't know about the 49ers.
I got San Fran on this one. By the way, y'all heard it first. We had a defensive man. My man Shane says he's a defensive player. Said defense ain't gonna be here. I'm telling you, the defense is raw. They just too raw, bro. I got San Fran. Who you got?
49ers defense ain't really that.
She's at the Giants. Cliff has the 49ers. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and pick my boys out of the NFC East, the New York Giants, because, you know, I just think the Giants, honestly, well, I don't know. They have a lot of injuries right now. They have a lot of injuries on that offense, but Eli Manning is playing the best football at the QB position in the National Football League right now. He's balling out of his mind. He's coming off of a Super Bowl win. He's feeling it. It don't matter who you throw out there. You could throw the 03 Amigos, Plaxico Burress, T.O., and Chad Johnson out there. He going to get them touchdowns. You could have the fifth string in there. He going to put them in. He going to make them boys score. You know,
True.
Eli's playing out of his mind. Ahmad Bradshaw's back off an injury.
That's a big
Honestly,
thing right there.
honestly, with
Yeah.
me, Alex Smith, he still has to show that he's the
Kaepernick.
man.
Kaep-
He's had one good game in his career that I can remember from him. And that was last year's
Saints.
playoff game
Yeah, that was a
against the
brawl
Saints
game. Yeah,
in the
yeah,
NFC
yeah.
Championship. The only game I've ever seen him step up in. Other than that, he has no track record. He's been managing games. He's been pretty decent. Their season really is going to depend up on him. Sometime it's going to fall on him. They're going to make the playoffs, but it's going to fall on him in the playoffs. We have the fifth game of the week here, you know, Denver versus San Diego, though. Who do you think? Yes.
I'm gonna go with Denver.
Denver.
I just don't believe Phillip Rivers is real. Sorry, Chargers. Y'all do this every year and get the playoffs and do that. And
Nah, wait a minute. Don't sleep on Phillip. Don't sleep on Phillip.
man, I'm just saying, like
He
they
choked last week against the Saints, but I think that
Boom.
was fluke too.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and pick, you know, the Denver Broncos.
I got the Denver Broncos.
I'd like the
there.
Denver Broncos to come out with this win and go ahead, you know, and cap up our top 5 games of the week. Don't forget tomorrow, this Thursday night football game, you know, Tennessee versus Pittsburgh.
And
Tennessee versus Pittsburgh. Wait, who y'all think? Who y'all got in that game real quick? Just say who y'all think will win. Yeah,
Steelers.
bump the
Steelers.
Steelers. Bump the Steelers. Bump the Steelers.
He can't go. He
Any
can't
other
go
team?
for.
Who they playing? I don't even care.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
I'm
Sorry.
putting Cliff T down for Tennessee. Y'all heard it here first.
Chris Johnson didn't disappoint me this season.
Yes. We're going to go ahead and we're getting ready to break into our second hour of the show, Traffic Jam. But before we break into Traffic Jam every week, you know we have our Song of the Week. This week's Song of the Week and Artist of the Week right now we have is Samurai Shotgun. Samurai Shotgun started in Tampa, founded his own music group led by singer Prince Golden. They have a progressive alternative type hip hop style. You know, it's a different type of sound, a little bit computer, a little bit electronics. Have a whole 5-piece band. You know, they have achievements. They opened up acts for many people, such as The Cage, Nappy Roots, Whole Wheat Bread, and tonight the Flowbots. The album dropping later is going to be called Late Winter, so you know you can check it out. We're gonna go ahead and play their track for you right now while we transition into Traffic Jam. So this is Be Educated Black.
Teddy Bear Cliff, man.
She.
Signing out for the Sports Hour. Go ahead and make this transition, people. Have a good week.
Buy y'all pink.
Yo, I be that light-skinned fool chillin' all up in your spot while I'm smashing your moms and stay grilling your pops. Come here, little mama, show me what you got. The bass in the place makes the ladies' booty pop. I stay in camouflage shorts and groovy socks. Homie rolling up, green thick as gooey snot. Stop. Don't pass me the doobie. It's getting real in here like a Cinemax movie. Kung Fu Theater, Kung Pao Chicken. You better hear me, heifer. Dumb cow, listen. Cats at the party like Paul Wall tipping. Bass knock your trunk like 12 midgets kicking. Can't hold your liquor, now you hella drunk. I'm wildin' on the table while the speakers thump. Yeah, while the speakers thump. Yeah, while the speakers thump. Boom, boom, let the speakers thump. Boom, boom, let the speakers thump. Party to party, forever we be hoppin'. In the club or on the street, we keep it poppin'. Boom, boom, let the speakers thump. Boom, boom, let the speakers thump. Party to party, forever we be hoppin'. In the club or on the street, we keep it poppin'. When I'm in the whip, I love gritty beats. The kid with pretty teeth, now let's hit the city streets. What up, baby girl, can I please get your number? I got that good blood, and Jay's gonna fill my lumber. I'ma crash in her walls with the force of a Hummer. Put her in a figure 4 or stone cold stunner. In her ear, that's what I tell her. She catches goosebumps from the way I felt her. Lava flame, that's the way I melt her. Proper game, that's hella stellar. Prince Golden, award-winning seller. Beat it up till she's dumb and deaf and blind. Helen Keller. Come chill with my homies. Won't leave you lonely. No time for them cronies. Exit them phonies. Go ahead, live it up like it's Mardi Gras. Maserati flow, so go ahead and party, y'all. Ah! Let the speakers thump. Boom, boom, let the speakers thump. Party to party, forever we be hoppin'. In the club or on the street, we keep it poppin'. Boom, boom, let the speakers thump. Boom, boom, let the speakers thump. Party to party, forever we be hoppin'. In the club or on the street, we keep it poppin'.
Welcome here.
What's up? What's up?
We are on the second hour. Traffic jam.
What's up, people? What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
How y'all doing?
Yes.
Ooh.
We here in the traffic jam hour. You know, we going ahead. We starting. How's everybody doing today?
Good, man. I was just on the other show just now. They try to come at me.
Louis made a debut.
Yeah.
True.
He's over there trying to roast me.
Who is that in the corner over there, though? Who was that?
This is Melissa.
Damn.
Hi, everybody.
We upgraded?
You need to
We upgraded from,
Oh, yeah, that means no more Julia. Sorry.
She's done cut by
She's done.
Benito.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mel.
She was hurt.
No
Sorry.
comment to the previous
Well,
tape.
happy
It's all love. It's all love at the end of the day.
Definitely.
You know,
Definitely,
Julia, we
always.
still love you. Man.
Always,
It's all
man.
I ain't
love.
got no love for you, but
Julia had other obligations that she has to attend to. You know, life is serious. Everybody got their own life to live.
Definitely.
So I mean, like, how is everybody doing though? Like, you guys all said how you doing. Like, you know, introduce yourself to the people again, real quick. So if they don't know, you know, this is the second episode, the Traffic Jam Hour. Let the people know who y'all are again, just real quick.
All right, true. I guess I'll start this up real quick. What's up? My name is Teddy Bear Cliff Kidwell, coming to y'all live, rocking the fresh pink on and the purple, straight up.
right. I'm Stephanie, wearing Pink for Cliff.
Breast cancer awareness, guys.
Oh, I
Get your
thought
pink.
you just liked me in pink.
Wow, chill.
Oh.
No, I mean, I look good in pink, but
no, I,
mean,
thought you liked me in pink.
Oh, I like you in anything.
Or nothing, but
Definitely.
This is Louis.
I'm Chicken Boy Lou. You already? Queens, New York. Stand up. Montreux.
I'm a medium mouth Mel, but I go by Mel. Off of Forever Debonair, and I'm also on the grid. So nice to meet everybody.
Y'all hear her voice? Oh my gosh, we upgraded for real.
And as you know, it's your boy in the back, DJ Beezy Black. You know, trying to tell people, you know, stay educated, you know, because my name is Be Educated Black. You know, be anything you want to be. Be black if you want. Yes. Gonna go ahead. You know, we've had some interesting things happen this past week.
True.
Last Wednesday was the presidential debate.
Yes.
The presidential debate, you know, that was kind of big for the country. Of course, it's not kind of big. It is big.
Definitely.
But not in everyone's eyes. You know, we had President Barack Obama go against Governor Mitt Romney.
There you go. There you go, buddy.
You know. How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about this upcoming election?
Like, for real, I hope y'all got registered to vote, most of y'all, because it's over now. And to be honest, like, look up on your candidates, man. Seriously, just look up on your candidates. I'm excited to vote. That's all I'm gonna say. How you feel, Steph?
You know me, I'm gonna be a little controversial.
Okay.
I don't think I just don't think it really matters individually, and I don't want to. I think it's a lesser of two evils, and
Okay.
I just don't want a part of it.
True. Wow. Okay. What about you, Lil? What you feeling?
Lou has a
I
double
feel-
cup right now. I'm sorry. He's got a double coffee cup. I can't deal.
You know, it's paper cut. You don't want it leaking. You know, but
You don't want to spill coffee everywhere.
but honestly, I really don't care too much about the whole thing. I haven't sat down and watched the debate. I seen people tweet about it, but that's pretty much about it. I know about Obama. I really don't know that much about Mitt Romney, so
Okay.
I'm not gonna say nothing I don't know about.
True. What's up, Mountain?
Unfortunately,
I see y'all sharing it. Y'all going peace pipe style. Y'all going in order like it's elementary. You know, y'all
You
can
know?
speak up.
Well,
unfortunately, I didn't get to watch the debate because last Wednesday all of us were here for the debut of the show. However,
Of course, to the viewers, we were here last Wednesday, so we couldn't watch the debate.
you're right.
However, I did get a chance to catch up on some of it on CNN.com, and I also got to read some reviews. And a lot of the reviews were saying that actually they're surprised on both ends, Republican and Democrat, on how Mitt Romney handled himself during the debate. He kind of came aggressively at Obama. So, I mean, he stepped it up for himself, but at the same time, Obama also had an advantage because recently the employment rates have gone up.
Yeah.
I think it went from 7.8% to like 8.1.
Right.
So both guys have good things going for them, I guess, right now. I don't know if that was maybe Obama's strategy to not say much, but
I mean, they're relatively simple. Just
I mean,
it depends on how you look at it.
definitely.
They are. People don't know that. But
You know what? You know what? I feel you got something strong to say. Though.
I don't.
I feel it. No, I feel it. I just
don't.
feel
You guys
it.
always want to get a rise out of me. I don't.
Because
I don't
well,
understand.
maybe this is a little rousing. Like it was a soft debate, man. I had recorded, like I said. The mediator was just horrible. He favored the side. I'm not gonna say.
he did.
He favored the
He
side.
very much did, and I don't agree with that.
And Obama, man, you pretty much went around every question that was asked to you. I feel like no one really, you never answered the question. They asked you a question and you dodged it. You dodged it. And then like, you pretty much got this one, kind of wrapped up. Like, but you gotta let us know, like, kind of say something, man. Cause Mitt, he outshowed you. He really outshowed you. He really did.
I'm gonna say this much about the debate: whether you had in your mind that you were going to vote for Mitt Romney before, or you were going to vote for Obama after, before the debate, people are still going to stay with their votes. If you let what the president say within this small time frame, or the or the presidential elect candidate, I guess what you would call the presidential candidate, Mitt Romney, change and sway your vote as of right now with less than a month. You really didn't know who you were going to vote for in the first place,
Not even.
and you're just riding the wave of who has the high at the time. Well, what were you saying, Mel?
The debate. I was looking at like stats, and I think a presidential debate has only swayed people's decisions twice. I believe the first one was Nixon Kennedy, and the second one I couldn't remember exactly, but it's only swayed people's decisions twice. So most times, like Brandon said, people already have their decision
But
made.
that comes with a you're already biased. You're coming in to watch the debate. You already have in your mind, you know, I think this, you know, I think so and so is a better candidate. I think so and so will make a better president. So when you watch the debate, you're not really watching it with open eyes. You are more like, oh, you know, the person who I favor, they're doing a good job. They're doing a good job. Like, for example, a lot of people were like, oh, no, Obama's not dodging questions. He's being laid back. Well, you're saying that because you're favoring him. You're already biased. You're not actually watching it and saying, you know, our president needs to be assertive. Our president needs to step it up. So of course it's not going to sway your. It's not going to make you change your decision, but it's because of that bias that's already in there. That's what it is. You're looking at it with a biased view from the beginning. You're not going in with open eyes.
Oh, okay, but I agree with that. You're absolutely right. You watched it and you already know you're gonna vote for. But what about the undecided? I feel like the people that are undecided to vote on, they're still undecided. They're just like that debate. The president, you gotta realize though, you know, you going for a presidency, you're not gonna show all out. You're really not, because you still gotta hold a kind of a figure in the stature. You're just not gonna just raw dog somebody like that and just shout them out right there because you're going for being a president. But that debate was just so weak. It left people, the undeciders, still undecided.
Undecided, yes.
It really is. But definitely.
So you don't think that Mitt Romney raw dogged Obama a little bit? Like, I feel like he openly criticized, you know, his not his tactics, but he openly criticized, I believe, like his plan for what he has in store. Like, you don't feel like he did that? I mean, Obama really was not saying anything, and I can fully say he was weak. He didn't say much. But you don't feel like Mitt Romney kind of like dogged him out a little bit there?
Yes. Okay, I'll give you that. He did. Mitt Romney was more aggressive. And you got to realize Obama is never aggressive. He will never attack, even though he could have. All he had to do was say 47% and then walk away from the mic. That's all he had to do was say.
You know
but
what?
he is not. He's not going. He's not an attacker. He's going to let the people find what they want. But I feel like Romney, yes, he did come at him. But for somebody that's undecided, I want to see a little bit more from Romney. You know, make me understand that if you're gonna be my president, show me why. And I feel like he came at him, but I want more facts based. Tell me what you're gonna do for my country, not just come at me, but tell me what you're gonna do for my country as well.
You see what you care about, Cliff. You see, that's good that you care about that, but we have a lot of people that's in this country, especially around our age generation, that don't even care about this election, that don't even care about elections period, the government, or what they have to talk about. Basically, what I'm trying to say is people think that they don't think their vote or anyone's vote really matters.
Ooh.
So, big question I wanted to ask the panel out here, you know, do you think your vote matters?
Stephanie,
yeah, my vote matters. Yeah, your vote matters.
Okay.
Why you think your vote matters, Lou?
Because you're appointing somebody in office that you want running your country. You still have that say-so. Like, even though you may be the minority, but you still, like, if everybody come together, they can get who they want in office.
Bam.
So that's why your vote do count.
This is a question also for the viewers, too. If you want to call in and state if your vote matters or not, this number is 727-597-4022, or you can hit the text line 813-405-6971. But, yeah, you know, does your vote matter? Does it matter? Mel, what do you think?
I do think it matters. I side with Louis on this one. The minority can definitely become a majority. If each person thinks their vote doesn't matter and they don't vote, then, I mean, it obviously doesn't matter. Like, nothing happened. But if you have a good amount of people voting, they can become the majority. So
I feel like the votes itself are used more like statistics. Like they're looking at it like what does the country want? Okay, let's see what's going on. But at the end of the day, they're gonna do what they want to do. I'm sorry. I just strongly believe that they have that power. It's a lot of underground inside. You don't have access to it. You don't know. It's not like you can sit there and say, well, I feel like everyone's gonna vote for Obama, and I know Obama's gonna win. But you don't. I mean,
you can't say Obama's gonna win. Everybody can't really say that. Because if you don't vote, then Obama might not win. So everybody that's saying, "Oh yeah, it's cool, Obama's gonna win," but if you don't vote, Obama's not gonna win. So.
You know what, Lou? You're absolutely right. But what Stephanie's saying is absolutely right. People don't realize that the people.
It's not the individual.
No,
it's not.
The people vote. The people vote, and they say, "I want this guy running," but the Electoral College picks the president. That's who picks the president. But come on, let's be serious. Electoral College are not going to go against the country.
They're not going to make everyone angry.
Yeah, they don't want to piss everybody off and say, you know what? The country says Obama, but Mitt's winning. No. But that's what Stephanie was trying to say. But, like, honestly, I think it does matter. Because what these two are saying, like, if everybody sits there and say, my vote don't matter, I'm not going to vote, and you don't vote.
You get an inaccurate statistic.
No, they're not counted. That's actually counted. Every vote put in. I know you want to go over this. I feel it.
I feel it. Say to myself.
every vote that you go out there is counted. You are counted. I don't know. Florida kind of a little iffy on that one, but every vote you do is definitely counted.
The best way that I can compare it is, I guess these TV shows where there's talent competitions where you have people voting for their favorite contestant. And ultimately, the judges can say, no, we don't want to get rid of this person. However, most times, just because of viewings and ratings, they normally don't do that. If people voted for something, they kind of let it go unless it's really unjust. And I hate to compare, politics to like American Idol, or the X Factor or whatever. But I mean, really, like you said, like I think if each individual votes and the Electoral College doesn't want to make everyone angry, I mean, what we want to happen, hopefully.
Definitely.
It's true, it's crazy. One thing people have been saying though, I've been hearing a lot, vote for Barack Obama if you're down with the women, because supposedly Mitt Romney's not with the ladies. But that also leads me to another thing, especially you ladies out there, you women, all y'all out there. I've heard a song on the radio this week. Well, I've heard it before a couple times. It's a new song by your boy Lupe Fiasco. It's called Bitch Bad, Women Good. It has a message behind it. And, I love the song. I actually really sat down and listened to it. And it was like basically saying, why do women glorify the word bitch and being bad? And why is bad, the word bad, if it's supposed to be bad? Why is it glorified?
Well, Brandon, you can take that with any word, though. I mean, back then, the word sweet was sweet. That's candy, that's sweet. But all of a sudden, someone goes, sweet. Like, that's awesome, you can change meaning of words all the time. That's not the issue at hand either. And I've already said it. It all depends on your definition of what you're saying.
Well,
so you think it depends on the person's perspective, like how they look at the words?
You got to define what you're saying before you can.
So if a brother walks up to you and is like, "Hey, Steph, you're a bad bitch," but let me tell you what I mean by saying you're a bad bitch. Imagine. You're foxy. You're nice looking. You dress good.
Okay, well, I'll probably look at him and say, I know his intentions are good, so I would say, well, thank you. But it's probably, he's not probably somebody I'm going to be, talking with like that.
So you'll actually give him that before, like, your first thing in your head wouldn't be to flip off and be like, did he just really call me a bitch?
No, I guess I have a strong personality where I'm not easily offended. I mean, I'd rather someone call me lazy than a bitch. You know what I mean? I'd rather somebody call me selfish or anything like that, because you really can take that word and give it whatever definition you want to give it.
I want to know, ladies out there, any women followers that are looking at the show right now, call in at 727-597-4022. I want to know, do any of you women out there consider yourself a bad bitch? If you do, call in on the show. Even if you don't, call in right now. The number is 727-597-4022. Or you can hit the text line 813-405-6971. Do you consider yourself a bad bitch? That's the question at hand.
But honestly, like, I think on the dude side, my mama, pretty much, my mama really never called herself a bitch, so I never really see that word as like, a glorified word to call somebody a bitch. But
my mother is a beautiful woman.
Exactly. I wouldn't call my mom, no bitch, no bad bitch. But as a man, what I'm saying, if I was to go up to Mel and like, Mel, from right now, her smile, just looking on good over there, I wouldn't just be like, no, that's a bad bitch.
Nah, she cute. Yeah.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just alright. Like, I mean,
Nah, but then
Hashtag hey boo.
hashtag she's a bad bitch.
Oh,
Right on the right hand side
hold
of
up.
it.
Why do I get? I'm just playing.
No, seriously. You, I wish you can twerk on my heart. Anyway, just
Twerk on my heart.
just saying.
Yeah, hurt for that. you really hurt for that.
I don't know. Like the word bad. First of all, yeah, it is something that's bad. It's wrong. It's forbidden. Whatever. Bad. It's just not supposed to be done. It was used the vernacular back in the 90s. It was used back then as like, yo, she's bad. Like, and that was a good thing, and it still remains. So I don't really see that that's changed much. The word bitch, if you take a track like by Queen Latifah, that Unity song, remember she's like, who you calling a bitch? Like,
Yeah,
Like, I mean, it was offensive.
She was going
back
to swing
then.
on anybody calling her that word.
Exactly.
Now
And
in
then-
2012, you call her a bitch.
She's like, oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I
Thank
didn't say it
you.
like that.
But that's what happened just now. A bad bitch.
Okay, well, let me give you an English major perspective on this, because we actually did in one of my classes. We were talking about language and dictionaries and how they stand, and a word will have a set definition in a dictionary, obviously, but that definition means nothing if it's not exercised or practiced in your everyday speaking. There are certain things that are grammatically incorrect that don't make sense, but in everyday speaking, those things don't make sense in writing and in actual like text, but in everyday speaking, they make sense. And it is certain things that come with generation, that come with a new age, that come with your location, context, all of that. So it's like the bad thing, yeah, in your dictionary, bad is going to mean the opposite of good. But when you use it in everyday, when you're speaking and where you're from, and it can mean something different.
So,
And that's with anything.
So what you're saying is basically the connotations of a word.
They
basically
change.
they X out the denotation of the word. So whatever it was becomes archaic and is
No.
longer
It
used,
doesn't come
or-
archaic. It you have to use it in a context of a word, like with any other word. Even normal words that automatically have double meaning, like the word bear, BEAR. You can use it as a big old grizzly bear, or you can use it as bear with me. You get me?
Or Teddy Bear Cliff.
Oh,
Hey.
right? You can say Teddy Bear Cliff. I can say Teddy Bear Cliff bears with me all the time, and you've got BEAR twice. It depends on the context of a sentence. Your word means nothing until you put it into context. So if you say, oh, you look bad today, well, speaking it, you hear it. But if you say, dang, you look bad, it's not offensive. It's depending on the context of the sentence.
That's the professor speaking to
That
y'all right
is.
there.
Y'all
Professor
need to take
Lozada
it.
breaking it down one
she broke it
time.
down. I was like, in class for real. But no, okay. All right. What if I came in and said, that bitch right there? That bitch right there. Okay.
And
Then
that's
I'm
the
gonna go
tone.
Queen
That's the tone
Latifah
you're gonna
on
hear.
you,
it.
like-
Right.
That's the tone you're gonna hear it
But
in.
watch this. That bitch right there. That bitch right there. Where's the I could be the same thing.
That bitch right there is a breadhead.
Well, you have to think about
Word.
there's certain ways you talk to different people as well too. I'm not gonna go to a random girl and be like, "Damn, bitch." It don't matter how I mean it. She might just take that offensive. It also depends on your relationship with a person, how comfortable you are.
True.
There's a lot of different factors that are gonna come into play when you are speaking to someone. So if you are offended by something, you have to have a reason to be offended. If that reason is I don't know that person well enough, or I know that person meant it in harm, then by all means, okay. But I don't think that you should judge somebody just because like if Louis came to me and was like, "Damn, Steph, you a bad bitch." That's my boy,
Right.
Like I know he's not.
Okay.
He's not sitting there saying that I'm not worthy enough to be a status of how he sees his mother or a wife. I don't feel like he's telling me I'm less of that type of woman.
Okay.
That's just the relationship we have.
She just from the trap too, so.
Nah, but you know what? Like,
Tasha.
I wouldn't say like I
Tasha
have
from the trap.
I wouldn't say like I have an issue with people calling each other bad bitch, because that is something that's it's kind of like the norm now. But
It's
I
a
would say like
generation.
what I
It's a
do have an
generation.
issue with is like let me see, the type of mom that was depicted in the Lupe song.
Yes.
There's a part where he says You know, she has like, I don't know if it was fake lashes, long hair, slim,
Mama
thick,
don't dress like
and
that.
you know,
ass
you have,
titty, breast like
you know what I'm
that.
saying? Like, and you have like, especially your young moms, they're like, you know, 16, 17, 18, 19, like our age group kind of sort of, or younger. And they're just like, yeah, I'm a bad bitch. And they got their little kids like on the hip, and they got the fake weed.
I don't
going
agree
on.
with that.
I know a girl
that
that
I
be
can't
doing
handle. But like, you know, if you're like you said, like, damn, that bitch is bad, and you're talking to your homeboys and a girl's walking by, it's not that big a deal to me as it would have been maybe 10 years ago to someone else.
But look, every chick can't think she's bad though.
Tell us, Louis. Tell us more.
I know a chick, right?
Yeah.
She swears she's fire. She swears she's bad.
She's burning. She's a fox.
Nah, she's none of that. Like, she says she's a model. She be trying to put up model pictures. Like, she just had a kid and all that. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Cute little boy and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
don't say too much, Lou.
Nah, I'm not. But she's a birdhead for a mother though. I don't respect her, but she's whack and she swears she's bad.
And
I think too, that's why I'm.
Nah, I don't know. But she really thinks she's a bad bitch. Like, on Instagram, be G'ing niggas. Like, she make all her Instagram pictures look like she's super fire. And you see her in person, you gonna be like, what the? Like, word.
But now that
my son
Louis
Ant
touched
know
on
I'm
that,
talking about too.
Louis touched on that mother thing. That's why it also with age. You know, I would never see someone go up to my mother and call her a bad bitch to her face like that either. And that's why you gotta live it up, because there's gonna be a time where you're gonna get to that age where it's not appropriate anymore. You got a child, you got a husband. You need to stop.
And
you need to let people live, or they're gonna do it when it's not appropriate.
So you
Like
got what are you saying? You saying basically like, if a woman's 24 years old, between 18 and 24 right now, screaming, "Yeah, I'm a bad bitch," it's cool for her.
I'm not giving limits. I'm not here to set the structure or age limit.
Right.
So
that's not my job.
What's too old to stop? You know, to keep calling yourself, you know, that term.
Well,
what's too old?
Well, I don't.
What's too old to be considered a bad bitch?
Honestly, like,
to be referencing yourself as that, like,
I don't think there's no age limit. Like,
right,
here's
an actual
my thing.
numerical age now.
Like, and plus, what she was saying before, you're yourself. You give words power. You know, like the word nigga. I say it all the time. I don't give it that power. You give the word bitch the power. So the way you take it is the way you're gonna take it, no matter how old you are. You can be 50. My grandmother is 75, and she hear bad bitch, she'd be like, "Thank you, honey. That's my grandma." But see, you would never see that.
The power,
you give the word the power.
Definitely. And not even like the way Stephanie said is depending on what stage in life you're in. What if you're 35 years old, you don't have kids, you didn't get married, you just living that single life, like you're a bachelorette, and
that's
someone,
what
you
it
know what I'm
is.
saying, you're a bad bitch. Like, I mean, I guess it would depend on the stage in life that you're in, not necessarily your age. Because
yeah, I've never felt like an actual number can tell you certain things.
No.
I mean, there's people that are older than me, and I'll call them a jit just because I don't care if you literally were born before me. Your mindset and who you are and what you do, you're younger than me. I don't care. You're a jit to me. So it's never really about an actual number.
Yeah, I agree with that.
A good question I just heard, like you said, definitely you have to give the word meaning and power.
Right.
But I said, you know, I just heard, you know, everybody comes up with the word. Who gives these words these power?
People.
People.
The people, how it's used. I mean,
No, bitch assness gives the word the power.
Oh no! Please discuss
Yes.
this. Please discuss
I'm gonna
this.
tell you,
Go ahead, Lou.
bitch ass. This gonna
No, man.
Sorry,
Just
something
give it to
happened.
us.
Yeah, well,
Just spit it, Lou.
bitch assness brings power behind those words. People that catch feelings and is sensitive
Definitely.
make meanings to those words when it don't really mean shit. Move on. Don't take them shit serious.
And what he's saying about bitch assness, he's saying soft. If you soft about it, if you're a female and you know you should, and you know you're really about your business, don't let it offend you. Don't let it offend you. That's that bitch assness. You know, it's just having that soft spot. Don't be so soft.
P. Diddy made that word famous, you know, the bitch ass. He made a whole movement.
Dancing fairy. He's rich. but
Diddy
he's a
bopping
dancing
around the land.
fairy.
He's a dancing fairy. We're gonna go ahead and take this caller right now. Great Radio caller, what's your name?
Vanessa.
How you doing,
Hi,
Vanessa?
Hey, what's up, Vanessa?
What's up, love?
Hey, just Vanessa. Hey, I wanted to call in real quick. Y'all was talking about mothers.
Okay.
I just had to call in because, you know, I know this mother. You know, she's cute, she's pretty and everything, but this bitch be at parties looking crazy.
Oh, the
I'm
mother,
sitting
the
back
one that
like-
Louis was talking about. Is that what you? Is that who you're talking
I
about?
don't think Nessa meant that B word in a nice way, by the
you?
way.
Nah,
No.
it's a different girl.
Oh,
She
okay.
talking about
The
a different
term and
girl.
the text, the context she used it in?
No.
Yeah.
I can tell.
She said, this bitch. But continue, love. Continue, Vanessa.
Yeah.
Nah, but now I'm seeing this girl and she's going crazy. I mean, and she's shaking her ass in front of people's faces and, you know,
Bitch gone wild.
shaking
Don't
her-
you do the same?
She ain't a mother. Don't
Huh?
do that. Go ahead, Vanessa.
Yeah, you know, I'm sitting back like, I wonder what. Yeah, I wonder what this bitch is thinking. Like, how you look like, and your mother. Like, what would your daughter be thinking about you right now?
Exactly. But thanks for calling in, Nessa. We're gonna take this other call now.
Appreciate it, Nessa.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Hey.
Or we thought.
But like Nessa was saying, you know, she said the mother was up in there acting a fool, you know, and basically in that term she was being the B word, the bitch, the old bitch as she referred to her. That's crazy. That's wild.
That's crazy. I can't. Mamas, man, y'all do your thing, man. Yeah, you know, y'all go through a lot, especially y'all single mamas out there and being 19, 20-year-old raising a kid. I give y'all props for that. But, you know, live for someone else, not yourself. You got someone else to take care of too. You gonna shake your ass? Go ahead. You can shake your ass. That's fine. But you know, be home by 12. You got a kid, man. I mean,
Nah, they don't have to be home by 12. You know what I'm saying? Like if they got their head on their shoulders and their priorities are straight, you know, and they grown about they situation, they good. You know what I'm saying? But just don't be doing certain things either in front of your kid or just don't do certain things you ain't supposed to be doing, and you're a mother. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Being a bad bitch doesn't mean you got to be responsible. Kind of like that whole YOLO thing where everyone, it's like an excuse.
Which
to do
is
something
grammatically
stupid.
incorrect, by the way. We'll get on that in a minute.
Okay,
Let's
definitely.
take this call. Remind me.
Great Radio caller, what's your name?
Great Radio caller, what's your name?
Got it. What's up, Dennis? Hey, do me a favor, Dennis. Turn down the speaker to this to your computer.
Turn down the speaker to this.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. How you doing, caller? What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Danny.
Danny.
Yes.
All
Okay,
right,
what's up, Danny?
What do you think about the
Hey,
topic
Danny.
at hand, Danny?
No, you give me a question.
We're talking about we're talking right now. We're talking about the bitch bad, you know, women good. We're talking about the Lupe video. We wanted to ask, you know, what do you think about women referring to themselves as bad bitches? You think it's good? You think it's bad?
No, I think it's bad because I don't think we as African Americans or we are of individuals supposed to refer to a woman as a bitch. We know the terminology. Bitch is a female dog. So personally, don't like that.
So you believe it's a degrading term then? It's derogatory.
Yeah, but how? Like one of the girls on the show said,
No,
they don't want to be like a bitch.
They don't want to what?
Say it again.
Be addressed as a bitch.
Sir, we don't understand you, sir. You have to speak clearly.
No, I believe he said that one of the girls on the show
Said they don't wanna
said they
be
don't want to be addressed as a bitch.
The
and I would
context.
say that would be myself then.
Yeah,
no,
but
agreed.
because we all have mothers and daughters and so forth, but we don't want that
Right.
to describe.
Right.
You know, and so if we don't stop using a derogatory term to classify or to refer to a female, it's going to perpetuate on to the other generation, and we have to stop. You got to start with us. I like your show, and I understand why you're speaking about it. It's either to curb it or to dismiss it altogether.
Yeah, what we doing?
All right, but
is,
some girls need to be called a bitch sometimes, though.
Oh my
and
God,
like, and,
Louis.
like and what he's saying is like, for real, this is we're getting out to the people to give it y'all think. And honestly, some girls can be bitches, and like it's just like it's like the word nigga, like that can be taken either way. Just people take the word nigga and automatically put it to black, like it's supposed to be put to black. No, what's Tom? He's right. You know, the term bitch is female dog. We understand that, but in social life, the word changes. It's whole different meaning.
Right, like I said, it's the generation.
It's generation. No, he's absolutely right, and I agree with him. You know, I don't think we should call them bitches, but just because I agree with that, you know, some, like Lou said, some girls can be bitches, like they really can. But you know.
All right, Danny. Thank you for your time and your
Thank you,
call.
Danny,
We
for the
appreciate
phone
you
call.
watching the
Thank
show,
you.
Danny.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Danny.
Louis.
One time. It's a real serious thing, man. You know, real serious thing. But something where the word bitch was flying all around last night. The BET Hip Hop Awards was last night, man. You know, it was there was performances. Mike Epps hosted the show. It was kind of, I don't know. What do y'all think about it?
Raunchy.
It was kind of whack.
It was kind of whack.
It was
Yeah, it
whack.
was kind of whack.
It was kind of
Kinda.
whack. Why y'all think it was whack?
Well, I didn't have my hopes up anyway, so I guess maybe that's why I wasn't really extremely
It
disappointed.
was just it was a couple good performances. I like the
Right.
ciphers,
of course.
Yeah.
but other than that, like Mike Epps, I think they should have had Kevin Hart host it.
But he
Bam.
hosts everything.
But he's
Yeah, but he's
good.
funny,
I know
though.
he's. I
Only one
know
of-
he's good.
of
I know
value
he's
right now.
good. But it's like y'all make it like everyone seems worthless.
No, but I mean, the past 10 years, the past 10 years, BET has been disappointing to
Slacking.
me. That's,
Past
I mean,
10 years.
yeah, I want to say
Wow.
either like 5 to 10 years, but
Wow,
10
no,
years
that
at the
is
most. It's been
a
it's
stab
been
at their soul.
disappointment. Like, I mean, but seriously, like think about it. They had Monique hosting all the stuff for a while, and she did a good job, but then it got to a point where it was boring because she was doing the same thing for each show. Then they had who was it? Did they have DL Hughley? Somebody. I mean, I can't even remember because it wasn't even memorable.
Steve Harvey did it
Yeah, Steve
before.
Harvey, and then now you got you know, Kevin Hart hosting everything. But right now, Kevin Hart's the only
He's hot.
the
He-
only
he
guy
is-
that's
he
really
is
hot
hot.
right now. Like,
Lou,
I mean-
Lou, I want to get more understand what you were saying. Like you said that Kevin Hart should host it over Mike Epps. Like why? Like why?
Kevin Hart got it right now. He's
Definitely.
funnier. Mike Epps, he been on a little slump. Like he's
Straight.
not. He's funny, like you know when he's in videos and stuff like that. When he's doing his little Friday roles, but right now, like he's not that funny. Kevin Hart got it with the stand up, all of that, and Kevin Hart is relevant. He's everywhere.
Yeah.
mhm.
If
He's
y'all want to
everywhere.
speak on the awards and you have anything to say about the awards and how you felt, you can call in at 727-597-4022, or you can hit the text line 813-405-6971. Once again, the call line is 727-597-4022.
And the Twitter.
Yeah, yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say that. Just about to say that.
Great minds
Anytime
think
y'all,
alike.
yeah.
Make sure to follow us at at the Grid Radio, and we also have a Facebook page, The Grid Radio. Make sure you like it, and the blog will be coming up soon. So.
Right. Yeah.
At the Grid Radio.
Yeah.
So whenever, you know, I like the hashtags, the Grid, but at us. So we
But-
see it.
the whole thing was whack. The live performances. I was sitting there watching my mans, and we were looking at performances. And the only banging performance was it was pretty much when they was giving shout out to the brother. What's his name? I'm sorry, I'm giving my name. Lex. What's his name? The guy that died in the show.
Was
The guy
that,
at
I
the
don't
end,
know.
Louis
Louis knows.
knows.
I wasn't
Louis,
there.
remember the last
I
guy?
didn't watch the end.
The one who was who had passed away that they were paying tribute to.
Chris
Oh,
Lighty.
Chris Lighty.
Chris
Yeah,
Lighty,
Chris Lighty.
yeah.
Chris
Oh,
Lighty.
I
That was
missed that part of the
Violator.
show.
He
I-
managed a lot of those people that was on
Right.
stage last night.
I wouldn't
so.
say that's the only time that was like popping. I mean, Kendrick Lamar came out. I mean, did his thing.
No love.
Um,
You look at the fans. No love.
And
They
they
were
were-
dry.
They were kind of
Yeah.
dead.
'Cause he's not, like-
2
I don't-
Chains
yeah.
came out. I mean, he did
Hold
his
up, I
thing.
twerked it up for 2
Okay,
Chainz.
2 Chains.
Yeah,
I mean,
she
we was
did.
giving
Oh
it
my-
love.
She was in the living room.
And Pop That came on. I twerked it up for that as
I
well.
mean, who else did a
Frenchie.
good job? French, yeah.
I noticed my son French and 50 beefing.
what do you think about that, Lou, being from New York and all?
Yeah, that's a good
Oh,
point.
nah, I'm just Frenchie. Just better chill out, man. Yeah, I said my son Keith been with Fifth, so Fifth is turned up. He got a
Honestly-
video with Gunplay Chain on World Star, so
Yes, he does.
so 50 turned up right now. So I keep playing with that guy.
I seen the one thing that caught me off guard, and I actually saw a tweet about it earlier. At B Jinx, he put it up. It was Omarion. How they have
Oh,
like,
no.
him off the stage.
I've been waiting 5 years to do this.
You know, like he was busting out B2K dance moves and like I mean Rick
Yes.
Ross is with his shirt out with shirt off.
You know, I feel like Omarion and Diddy have been waiting years to come out.
Yeah, but Diddy's a
Because-
natural dancer. Though.
Yeah.
Diddy's a natural dancer.
Look, he got his Diddy bop.
he got a Diddy bop. He got
Bad
a
boys.
dance named after him. So
He got the
I
Diddy
cannot
bop.
deal with his dancing.
Yo,
You gotta understand, like what you really gotta understand is Omarion. This is probably like the biggest performance he done had in like
5
six,
years.
Yeah.
six to 8
Yeah.
years.
so then he should have brushed up his skills on his
You know,
dancing. I mean,
he was
should've
like, "This is
prepared.
for Lil Saint."
I've been waiting 5 years for this.
You seen B2K? You remember Lil Saint? Shout out to Lil Saint. This
With
that
the
was for Lil
struggle
Saint last
braids.
night from
That nigga did the
Omarion.
Michael Jackson kick like 5 times, bro.
Yo,
Like, chill.
he had the all white on with the black
With the
shoes.
black- oh my god. Well, maybe he wanted to match the microphone. Because that was the only other thing that he had
Nah,
black.
but that's a good song
I
that
am.
they sing.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
like
the
the
song.
song.
The song itself.
has a
though,
good
like I was
sound,
shocked I
but-
didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this much, you know, shout out to MMG because they all showed out last night, but shout out to TDE. They were all over the BET Music
Yes.
Hip Hop
Nah, yeah, they
Awards.
was.
They were.
And
B Love had
Decipher.
to tell me more about them, but it's Top Dog Entertainment, and I guess there's a whole bunch of dudes from Cali.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I see them, and I see
know.
they like a new age
Moist.
death row, like you know what I'm
I
saying.
like how you
So
said that. though.
Mine is the
Yeah,
grit.
Moist over there.
They're not as gritty as Death Row.
nah, yeah, definitely.
They're a lot more
Um,
chill right now.
Of
Last
course.
night
course,
when
yeah.
we were watching the show though, and Rick Ross, he just had all that out. It was great. I made the comment that Rick Ross wouldn't be Rick Ross.
What you said last time?
I was like, if he wasn't all,
Oh, so you
Oh.
like
He'd
that?
be like, what was
wasn't
it?
all of that
if
skin?
he wasn't all, he wouldn't
Oh,
be.
you like the
He would be. And Rick Ross wouldn't be Rick Ross.
Oh my god.
If he didn't have all of that, he just.
Oh, so you like the
language.
You know,
Do it again,
Look at-
Louis. Do
look
it
at
again.
Luki.
I got the
Get him low.
I might take my shirt off in the studio. That's
Look,
looking at me.
Rick Ross is giving the big guy power movement back. Like I've seen big guys everywhere with their shirt off at the mall. You know,
Yo.
Yeah,
in
man.
restaurants.
Have you really?
Man, I want to say, shouts out to all the big fellas, that's fly. So Cliff, put your hands down.
This fucking
You know what I'm
nigga.
saying?
Honestly, if you real about it right now, show
Don't
yourself some
hate.
love for the big guys one time. Lou, take your shirt off, man, for the
No.
ladies. Man. Show them one time for
No,
Rick
you-
Ross.
I don't want our ratings.
What's up?
I can't with y'all right
What
now.
about you,
Like,
Cliff?
Huh?
The
Click
ladies
the Lou.
love rub it though. You know what I'm saying?
I got the excess skin, lost too much weight. Y'all want to see that? Y'all want to see?
Oh my
Coming soon. Coming
gosh.
soon though. Coming
Oh my
soon.
God, Lou, that was great.
You know what? I thought who had the best performance last night, though. We didn't all
2
see it
Chainz.
together, but I watched it again. 2 Chainz was pretty live.
Yeah.
Of course. he's
But
always
the
live.
first performance to pop off the show was Wiz Khalifa,
Right.
Young Jeezy, and Juicy J.
Yeah.
Work Hard, Play Hard. They
That
did
was-
the
that was-
remix. Hey,
that-
it was
that was
live.
good.
They were
It was.
at the beginning of the show.
I missed
The
that.
crowd
Yeah,
was
I heard
into
about
that.
so did
that.
I
I.
missed that.
Yeah.
We had missed
Yeah.
that, but I had seen it again on the internet, and Wiz is on a whole nother level, man. He's a rock star now.
Yo,
Oh my
He's
God,
a
have you
daddy
guys
to
seen-
be now.
Have you
Yeah.
guys seen
He's a
the
homo on
cover
the low.
for
Yes,
ONIFC?
yes.
What do you guys think about the whole
Beautiful.
Black Mick Jagger movement?
I'm feeling the cover, man.
Yeah.
I'm
He's-
feeling the cover.
He's great.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I just know that he had that one song with the weekend.
Nah, they
That one song with Wiz Khalifa in the weekend is banging.
And most likely that's gonna be on
It's
IFC.
It
Now
is
Wiz
hit.
got a bad bitch.
Okay. I love
I
that.
use that
I love that.
That is a choice.
No, I do think she's gorgeous.
She is.
She's
She's
beautiful.
beautiful.
And she got the
Man.
baldy. She go to the barbershop, get a number one.
Amber Rose has inspired
One
a
all
nation of
around.
millions of women to go either natural or cut off their head, go bald. Fellas,
that's
how y'all
not for
feel
every
about walking out with a
female. You know
shady
what? I
lady that get a
admire
fade
it.
with you?
Say it again.
Definitely, I'm bald underneath everybody. So next week I
Me
might
too.
not have.
I just always have my weave in, so don't worry.
I'm
about
saying,
me.
like, fellas, how y'all feel about the
Tasha,
bald head
stop
chick? Like,
it.
how you feel about your women going to the barbershop with you getting the edge?
Nah.
Wait.
I don't want to
The
put my
barbershop.
name and her name on the list. Like, nah.
But why
Nah.
not though? Like I mean,
But
okay.
why not? I
The-
know guys that want to go get their nails done.
That's different. But me getting a
White
dark
skin dude.
Caesar and Shorty getting a 1.5,
Nah, but I'm
and
saying.
then she talking about put the part there. Nah.
Nah, but like, what if it's not that extreme? Like, like, okay, for instance, me, like, I'm natural underneath of this. So
You got a TWA though.
okay, but like I would probably get my neck edged up like on the back because you don't want to have a hairy ass neck and you don't have.
You mean
barely
buckshots?
No, honey. I got nice hair.
Oh, wow.
But what I'm saying is you don't want all that hair to be on your neck and you have a very little hair at the top. It looks dumb.
Okay.
So what would be the issue with taking your girl with you to go and get?
I'm at the barbershop, man. Like I don't go to salons with you. They go get your salon. This is my alone time. Like I'm gonna go in the barbershop and I'm gonna say some stuff that I don't want you to hear. I mean, this is some stuff that I'm vibing with my dude.
Now this is a problem.
Like no. I mean, it's not like I'm doing nothing like negative behind your back. And if I was, I don't want you to hear it anyway. So
we got a phone call.
We'll go ahead and take this call that's coming in right now. Grid Radio caller, what's your name?
Oh, this is Tierra. What's up, Brandon?
Hey, Tierra.
How you doing, Tierra?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was calling in because I seen y'all talking about the short hair, and I just had to make a comment on that real quick.
Go ahead.
I think like it takes a certain kind of man to be able to handle a girl with short hair because they put so much emphasis on long hair. If you're not confident enough to be able to have a girl on your arm with short hair, like you're lame, like you're whack. It's not that serious. Like you don't have to go to the barber shop to get your hair edged up. We can still go to the salon and get our hair shaved or get it cut down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Well, so I just feel like it's too much emphasis on the hair sometimes, and it takes a certain type of man to be able, and it takes a certain type of female to rock short hair. She has to have confidence because a lot of times long hair is a security blanket for females. They can't cut their hair off. So,
well, I was
when
told
a female cuts her hair off, she obviously has a lot of confidence, and she must have a beautiful face in order to rock that short hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed. And I love the natural hair women.
Till you got short hair?
Do I have short hair?
Yeah.
Well, I actually shaved my hair off, but right now, no, I don't have short hair.
Okay.
I have long hair. Beautiful. Thank you.
All right, Tierra. We appreciate the call. You calling in. You stay cute.
All right.
You stay cute.
Bye.
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 No, T's right though about the girl thing. When I met Tierra, her hair was short, and I thought it was great. Ridiculous. I thought it was great, and to me, she looks good either way. Long hair, short hair.
True.
But I really did like the short hair. I think I like the short hair a little more just because it's one of those things that not everybody can rock.
Yo.
I mean, I had my hair short at one point, not shaved or anything, but it was like in a bob, really short, and people tolerated it, but I had a lot of people beg me to grow it back.
And she's right though. Like it is a lot of the time long hair is a security blanket for females because I mean I did my big chop about 2-3 months ago now, and I've always had long hair since the beginning of time. Like I had long hair, and I went in and chopped it all off, and I cried the next day. Like I was like, oh my God, I look like a little boy. Like I mean, my mother has short hair and she looks fantastic. I didn't even think I looked like my mom. I was like, I look like my brother. You know, like and to this day, I just started, feeling comfortable with it. Like I like it. I'll switch it up and have my weaves and everything. But even so, there's sometimes if I'm not wearing makeup and the work uniform that I wear, I feel like I look like a little boy walking in the hospital.
But
we just got a text on the text line. They wanted to say, shout out to all the girls that would be looking like Lil Bill with the short hair.
Was that Derek? Can I ask if that was Derek?
Lil Bill. Hey, I'm gonna keep it real. You know who used to look good with the short hair that was on the cypher, that was on the BET Cyphers last night? Eve.
Oh, no,
man, came back. She still looked nice. Good 33-year-old. She gonna be a MILF soon.
She's 33.
He's like 33. She gotta be like 33.
No, but as a man though, and I want to say about this. As a man though, like I'm gonna go back to what T said too. As she said, it doesn't like if you can rock it and wear it right and you tie it up and you make it all look good. I don't care if it's long hair, or short hair. If you look good with it, you can look good with it. You feel me?
True that.
You know what I'm saying?
So you don't have a preference?
No, I really don't, man.
I don't think no man. I don't got a preference neither, but she can't just cut her hair short and think she's popping. Like what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But some of these girls,
Rihanna
man,
did that.
I got that
thing with the
reality
side.
check, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I like some of these women with the short hair. Like they said, it shows confidence. Like if you can chop it off, and you can you walking out freely with your hair like looking like mine, or you got the little fro, the little curly hair. I like it. Like I like natural hair women. It's
Nigga, you need
cute.
to
It's
shape up.
But it
bold.
does take
It
a
doesn't
pretty
fit
face.
everybody,
It takes a really pretty
but
face.
it's nice.
You
It's
know,
nice. It
that's
shows a
kinda
lot
like-
about yourself.
I had a boyfriend who told me, hey, it was against my rule. You know, my rule is I date only girls. At least the hair has to be shoulder length. And I felt some kind of way about it. Like, you know, when I first cut my hair, he was just like, you know, he kind of lied and was like, you know, hey, I guess I like it. You know, it's okay. Got used to it, and then told me months later, like, I like it now because it's growing out a little bit, but I didn't like it when you did it. And you broke my rule. Like, my rule is that like, and I didn't know how I felt about it. I was just like, you know, that's kind of wrong. That's a little bit shallow almost.
Right. I mean, for real, man.
I'm still the same person with or without hair, you know.
Well, I mean, what about with girls? Because I always I hear more often than not a girl being more picky. You know, I like my men cut and
that's
me red with dreads. You know, come my way. I love the dreads. I do. Call me ratchet. Call me what you want. We could both have long hair all day. Walk together. I'll shampoo and condition. Blow dry your dreads. But I also don't. I'll retwist. Yes, I can retwist. But I also like a guy with, you know, short. I've never like long hair, short hair. That's not an issue for me. But I hear a lot of girls. No, I like clean cut men.
Man,
I'm one of those.
Oh, look at
I have to make an exception if I'm you know, talk to someone with the dread head or whatever. I do like, you know, a clean cut. I can't.
Say y'all in the shower. Well, you're saying you're in the shower and y'all doing your thing, and his hair, you know, with dreads, you know, they dirty.
Yeah, right.
You know what?
They are like.
And you got dirt.
It depends.
I dated one guy with dreads. One guy. And that was enough. I get like I couldn't. And they were like, I mean, they were neat. He got them done all the time, but it just had this scent about it. I couldn't.
I guess that goes with the person, because I dated a guy with dreads and his never smelled bad. Never.
I don't know. Maybe
ever.
Maybe
it goes with the person.
Shampoo.
You know, people like to say, "Oh, you know, certain things smell bad all the time," but that's not everybody. It. There's always.
But I got my exceptions. Like last night, you know, I was watching the BET, you know, Hip Hop Awards, and I was like, you know, damn, Absol is sexy. But I don't know, something about him. And that's not my
Absol has that crazy hair too.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not my normal type. That's not someone that I would like normally be like, oh my God, like he's cute. Like I would normally go for someone with
but then Tierra said ASAP was
with them struggle braids.
And I said struggle braids.
we have a question. One of our texters just texted on the line. They want to know, does Mel like white guys?
And I'm assuming he's white. Mel doesn't discriminate. I like what I like. So if you come at me correct, you know.
True.
Step properly, brother. That's the word of the hour. She does not discriminate.
True.
Women, I don't either.
Hold on, but back to Tiara's comment last night, what she said about the how she liked ASAP Rocky and the struggle braids. Now, she would have seen somebody else in that same outfit he probably had on, same way, looking out here on the street regular. She probably would have never.
But she also said it was the way he carried himself.
Yeah, not
that I really know how he carries himself.
But he's from New York. I just got to put that out there, you know.
Oh, God.
Got to put that out there. That New York swag, you know.
So what you're saying
is
that you think that Tierra likes him because of his, you know, status?
Hey,
or
no, I don't.
Not you,
no,
Stephanie.
Say, I'm not in this. I was just trying to help my dog out.
I'm asking Louis. So you think that Tierra likes him because of his status or because he's on TV? You think that if he was an ordinary dude, she wouldn't be like, oh yeah, like I like him?
Nah, yeah, she said about an ordinary dude, but I'm saying she said that because of his swag, like she said, because he carries himself.
But see, this is what I was saying last night. Like, you know, y'all were looking at a lot of these men that was on TV, and you're like, oh my God, he's fine. I'm saying status is just a huge thing. Like, would you really think Absol, would you think he was fine if he was a regular brother on the street?
I would, because I could tell you honestly, like, I mean, I haven't even vibed too much of his music, honestly, but I listen to a lot of Kendrick Lamar, and I think Kendrick Lamar is ugly. Like, I wouldn't, if I saw him in person, just because he's Kendrick Lamar, like I went to his concert, I was excited to listen to his music, but it wasn't like, oh my God, he's so sexy. Like, no, just because he's Kendrick Lamar, no, you're still ugly. Like, I mean, as goes with, you know, to me, Rick Ross is an unattractive man. He carries himself well. He has confidence. But just because he's Rick Ross, I'm not going to lay up in his bed just because you're Rick Ross.
Exactly.
Like, no.
Some girls would do
that.
Go
be like, huh?
Well, you know what? Trust me, I will get out of the way for the girls who want to do that. But that's a suicide mission and a half for me. So I will stay out of Rick Ross's bed as long as I can.
I ain't that big.
Look, I'm saying, Steph, would you still think 2 Chainz was that fine
But
if
you know
he
what?
was a regular
You know
brother on the
what?
street?
He's red with dreads. Red with dreads. Didn't I say it like that?
He's not red.
No.
Okay.
Chainz is burnt.
Chainz is my color.
He is 5 minutes late in the oven. Okay, just a little bit. 5 minutes late.
20.
Don't get me wrong.
Hey, just chill. A brother like myself back here is kind of on the dark side.
Oh no.
If you talk the right, you disappear, nigga.
I like to say I'm that
okay,
smooth
okay.
African
2
tone.
Chainz ain't dark.
call
Though.
him
He's like
2 Chainz
brown, and I like,
11:59.
I don't like a guy my color anyway. So.
midnight.
Ay, Dios.
Dude, Chainz look like Jar Jar Binks.
Hey, we had Paralike on Twitter said if he's never going to the barbershop with his women. He said she's never going to the barbershop.
Can I say it? I
He
haven't
said
even seen his
FOH.
tweet. You
Fuck outta
want me
here.
to say how he said it without even looking at his tweet?
Say it how he said it.
She ain't never going to the barbershop with no bitch. Fuck out of here. fuck, bitch.
Do the lip one time for me too.
Damn, bitch. Fuck.
Shout out to Paralike on Twitter.
Got
Go
me
follow that
asleep.
man. Funny dude. Funny dude. For real.
That's how he talks for real. Who is that?
I love Derek.
That's my son right there.
That's
Shout out to my son. Pero.
Pero el perrito Chapito. El perrito Chapito.
You know, I know that I could honestly like get myself edged up at a salon. Done it before. And I did have a boyfriend who once told me too. You know, like you can't, because I used to have a bob. So I would get edged up in the back, and he was just like, no, like you can't come to the barbershop with me. Just point blank. But it was for a different reason. It wasn't because he didn't want me to be with him. It was like I don't want other dudes to be looking at you. Like I'm taking you. Yeah, I'm taking you to a room where there's other men. You know, why would I take, you know, a piece of meat to the lion on a platter? Like, unless I'm trying to get my hand bit off too.
But
he G'd her. He probably felt embarrassed. He didn't want to go to the barbershop with you. I don't know.
What you mean he was embarrassed? Why would you be embarrassed of me?
No, I'm not saying of you, but I'm just saying the whole fact of going to the barbershop and then like we in this. You sit next to me while I'm getting a cut, and I look over, you getting a cut too. That's like nah.
Nah, that's like you know, that's that moment where you give each other a thumbs up, like you know.
Nah, yeah, it's cool.
In the chair together.
Look, it's cool. Like you could do the short hair thing, just you know what I mean. Go to them salons or something.
No, but what you just said, you said that your man didn't want you because he didn't want you because no man looking at you. If you are his, what does he have to worry about?
Thank you.
Why does he have to worry about it? I would honestly, if I was with a girl for, and I'm saying like, and she was going around, and she's, what's that? What you say? If she's a bad bitch, I'm just saying,
If
I
she's
wouldn't
so
care.
beautiful, you can't hide it.
Exactly. I want everybody to see, be like,
I'm
that's
sorry.
your chick. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because let me explain it like this. From a personally, people like attention. Always. If it's a positive attention, that's good.
Yeah.
And if you try and shun your girl from that, hide her, put her away from that, when she gets that on one of the times that maybe you are slipping or you are not there to cover, when she gets that, she might not know how to act. Like she's gonna thirst off of that and be like, oh, okay, I like this. But if you are sitting there like, yeah, this is my girl for all y'all to see. I just want y'all to know she's beautiful, but she's mine. It's gonna be one of those things where she's gonna know how to act when she sees that attention, and she's gonna be like, "Thanks, but you know that's my man, and he has no problem.
Right.
He has no problem stunting me, so whatever."
We just got a text on the text line. They said it's important for women of color to wear their natural hair. There's a certain sickness in black men and women constantly preferring straight hair or weaves over the natural God-given gift of beautiful, curly, textured hair.
Wow.
Shout out to that person that sent the text in. You know, text your name so we can shout you out.
That's Indy Irie right there. I am not my hair.
Yeah,
That's what that was. That's what that was. But like I would wear you like a crown. Just saying. If you want to go around, I will hold you in my arm and be like, "This is my girl."
That's
right
what
here.
I need. Someone that's not gonna be insecure. Let me.
I would let you. I would even care.
I just because it's gonna come a certain age where I can't be flaunting. Now I'm married. Now I have kids. I didn't get to do that when I was young. You gotta live. You just gotta live. That's just how I see it. And if someone doesn't let me live, then we're not gonna live together.
Yeah,
that's just how it is.
That's kind of the take I have too. Like if I want to do something, I want to live my life. I'm gonna be
do
my own
it.
individual. Because when it's my time, I was born by myself, so
Exactly.
I'm gonna die by myself, and
Exactly.
you're not gonna control the time in between. So
I feel you on that one. Definitely, like, you know, if I'm married with my wife, you know, for like 20 years, I'm gonna want to see her switch up the style a little bit. You know, that straight hair all day ain't gonna work. You know, make it curly one time. You know, get some Nubian knots one time. You know, get the froze, get the Friday
flat top.
the Friday. What she had in there? the box braids. What is it? Not the box braids.
What if she brings the flat top back, like you was talking about
flat-
last night? Remember?
the
What
flat
movie you
top.
talking about? Friday?
Nah, you talking about the fellas though. You saying
I
fellas.
mean,
Oh, she could get finger waves. That's what it's called.
Oh,
Finger
I've
waves.
had finger
Oh,
waves.
You
I've
know,
done that
baby.
before.
Yeah,
I've done,
like-
I've done
Switch up
finger
the style.
waves
Look,
for prom my junior year.
It used to
looked
look good on
great.
girls back in the days. That's
Yeah.
like early
Nah,
90s,
I
90s.
did it.
But
I did
finger
it. It
waves,
looks
yeah.
great.
If I brush my hair down when it's my natural hair, if I brush it down, that's how it comes out to be. And oh my God, I like it. What you do?
And that text that I read just now came in from Indigo. Shout out to Indigo.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
Indigo.
What's up, love?
All right,
Much
all right.
love.
Well, it looks like we're just out of time. I have a public service announcement.
Hit it.
If anybody wants a hedgehog, and I mean this, a pet hedgehog, I have one that I really need to give to a good home. She is albino and she's a good mother. So
And I want to
there you go. I will give it for the freezies.
I want to say a PSA amendment. Recognize that it is October. It's breast cancer awareness month. That is why I'm rocking the pink and purple right now. Buy yourself a little pink. $2 goes to $10 to their to the fighting cause. So shout out to that right there.
Definitely on that, shout out to that. Shout out to there's a heart walk that we'll be doing next month, November 10th.
Definitely
Anybody
be
want to
in
represent
attendance.
that too? Breast cancer, leukemia, any type of cancer, any type
Yeah.
of something that
You know
has to do with the
what's
body.
funny? When I wear anything pink to work, my kids always go, or anytime they see someone wearing pink, they go, breast cancer. And I'm
That's
like,
so
And
oh
that's
my
good.
God.
That is so
Kids
awesome.
learn from a life.
It's,
Well,
it's
no,
cute. It's cute. They were
that's-
running laps today, and I'm like, what are y'all doing? We're running for breast cancer.
That's
All
awesome.
right, go ahead.
That's
Run
awesome.
it out.
Also, we have another announcement. The Grid Radio will be hosting its first official Halloween bash, October 25th.
Yes.
10 o'clock p.m. at Dunn's River Island Cafe.
Yeah,
That
I
is
heard
a
that.
30th
Thursday.
Street. It's a Thursday.
It is a
College night Thursday, the last
Costume
Thursday
only.
of October.
Costume
only.
only.
Best costume.
only.
Cash
I mean,
prize.
make sure you're there. You'll see Stephanie there.
Ooh,
That's her.
she
with
got
her-
surprise.
I won't
Don't
tell
tell
them.
them. Don't tell
I will
them.
not tell. I will not spoil the secret.
Luis said
But
he's
make
gonna
sure
match
that
you.
she's gonna look
know
good,
it.
and
Mel's
of course
gonna
I'm gonna
look
be
good.
there too. So I might be Pocahontas. I might be
Oof.
Princess Jasmine. Come see. And,
Find
You'll
out.
find out.
Man,
Good night, guys.
Hold on. And wait, shout out yourselves one more time so everybody knows where to follow you at.
All right.
I'm at Teddy Bear Cliff.
At Steph Hart X, 2 H's.
At Chicken Boy _ Lil. Wait, no, sorry, wrong one. At Chicken
Damn,
_ Boys.
At Medium Mouth Mel.
I gave my Instagram.
And as
so.
you know, on the mic, in the back, the
Beezy
man with
Black.
the plan, your boy DJ
Darkness.
Beezy Black.
Beezy
Darkness, everything under the
Darkness.
sun.
Uh-oh.
Smooth African tone black man
That
with a
dark
nice smooth
chocolate
voice.
special edition.
I like
You
them
know, you
Bizak.
see that right there?
If someone wants me to buy
Special
me
edition
Gatorade,
Hershey's.
The one in the
that's-
gold wrapping.
I need some Gatorade for Steph right here. I'm just saying.
Don't flatter me too much.
Thirsty.
Definitely, people. Check us
thirst
again.
grill.
Check us again next Wednesday
Thirst
at
grill.
8 o'clock p.m. Tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your ex-man, tell your ex-girl.
Tell your ex man.
Tell your buddies, man. Tell your grandma. Tell somebody about the Grid Radio.
Straight up.
Holla at us one time. Peace.
Bow.
All I do is grind, flip a brick, triple profit. Hood celebrity, hit the block, now it's on and popping. Time is money, so I always work. Brick and chief,